What up?
Nothing much.
What's the topic?
Uh, basically, trainers riding the coattails of players. So it's a bunch of trainers that only train players. That's players that's already good, right? So my thing is like, what qualifies you to be a trainer of elite kids when you haven't developed kids that's not already good? Because I feel
Mm,
like you have to have an arsenal of kids that wasn't good in order to.
but how do you have to start somewhere? So are you saying if somebody starts training, they should start? What if I had a daughter that was pretty good, and I saw you training, and you probably necessarily didn't. You don't have any kids that have played at the next level, whatever. But I like your training. That means you shouldn't train my daughter. Is that what you're saying?
No, I should train your daughter because what grade your
I'm
daughter
saying,
in?
but she's good. She's elite. But I like your training, and you haven't trained any other elite
Well,
kids.
why would you bring me to her? Why would you bring her
I
to
might
me?
like your training just because you train.
No,
Like I might like your
no,
style. I
I'm
might
not.
like a lot of things that you're doing.
I'm not bringing my kid to nobody that ain't produced nobody. If my kid's already good, I'm not taking my kid to you. If you ain't had no kids that's caliber of my kid, I'm not bringing my kid to you. There's no way There's no way unless I can't even be. I can't even be dumb. Like that's being dumb to me. Like that's being dumb to me.
How?
Like you're gonna take your kid, you're a good kid, you're an
Okay,
elite
so
kid.
when you say what grade, like what if my daughter is in the seventh grade and she's pretty good? Are you saying what are you saying?
So you have to have some. Have to have some high schoolers that are good in your
Yeah,
repertoire.
I disagree too. I disagree with that. I personally know some seventh and eighth graders that are training with people, and I've seen what they're doing, and they're doing the right thing. But the people that they're working out with are not training college ready players, or they're not training. They don't have a history of getting players
And I'm
into.
not saying they gotta had to get them to college, but I'm saying if I'm gonna bring my seventh grade daughter to you, then I feel like you should have some high schoolers that you have had.
I
If I'm
don't
gonna
agree with
bring my
that. Curtis is a
But
perfect
some, yeah,
example.
some trainers ain't get to that level yet.
So
Like so, some
Curtis,
train,
yeah,
yeah.
you can actually give your experience from right now. Like the person that Celeste works out
Yeah,
with.
he not, yeah. One of Celeste trainers not really a known trainer, but he know what he doing. So that's why I take Celeste to him. It's not about who he had in the past. He hasn't had nobody in the past.
I agree.
But that's not the only trainer that she go to. You get what I'm saying? She goes to other trainers as well. But that doesn't mean to me like I wouldn't take her somewhere because they haven't produced XYZ in the past, you know. And I also think too though, because I think you said like development for me, I would assume it's like you got to have a kid, not just because sometimes I see people train somebody like one time and then they be posting them. You know what I mean? Like they might have trained them one time,
yep,
but one time is that's
yep.
nothing to say that you're a kid. You get what I'm saying? Like if you're not training
How long?
consistently, for me, 6 months to a year, I don't really think you should be calling somebody really your kid like that. You get what
So
I'm saying? Or a kid that you
you think
helped develop.
a year is worth you saying that's your kid?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
after a year, you should have that relationship with your trainer to say, to be like, hey, like this is, one of the kids that I train. You know what I mean? Like 6 months to a year. But like I said, some people get into a week, you know what I mean, and all of a sudden it's like that's their kid. You know what I mean? Like
But I think that only happens when you have kids that's already good. They're not gonna say, oh, that kid is my kid if they're a or a project
yeah,
basically, a
I
project
mean, I
kid.
mean, yeah. Everybody want to put out a good product because if you're putting out good kids, like if you're posting good kids, then in return it should bring you other kids that you train. You
What
get what I'm
about
saying?
so why trainers don't post? Why you feel like trainers don't post their project kids?
I mean, I think,
Because
well, I don't,
that's part of the process. That's part of getting people in.
yeah,
If you only posting good kids, how do you know? How do I know to bring my kid to you? You know what I'm saying? Like you might just be you if you posted nothing but good kids, my kid may not be as good at that. So that's gonna shy me away from bringing my kid to you. Because if I feel like that's all you train, then ain't gonna. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
but
bring like.
I think majority of the trainers train all types of kids. They might, like you said, they might not post them, but I don't think people are just only training elite kids. You know what I mean? Like, but is it really their response? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, is do you have to post them if they're not good or not good yet? Do you have to share their journey? Maybe they want to get them to a certain point and say, "Hey, I've been working with Ashley for 6 months. Look at her now." You know, maybe it's a thing like that. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's. I mean, I do think that trainers should post all kids because you can show different things. Like you just said, you can show a developmental, like you can show the progress of a kid that may not be elite and showing them where they were when they started
Right.
and where they are now. But to answer your question, I just think it's a social media thing. Like at the end of the day, if if I'm a parent and my kid's not that great, I'm not looking at it as, oh, I probably can't go there because my kid's not that good. I'm looking at it as, oh my God, they're training so and so. He or she can make my kid like them.
But that
Like that's how these parents are looking
but
at it.
and that's not necessarily the case. So that's where I'm saying like, it's you been bamboozled basically. You've been
I wouldn't
bamboozled.
call it that
You
though.
are being
Why
bamboozled.
you say that?
But
Yeah.
so let's say for instance, Coach Hart, right? He trained Trey Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like he trained Trey Johnson, he trained King Gray, he trained.
Hold on, what are you doing? Before you even watch this video, make sure you like and you subscribe. The more this channel grows, the more you can get seen by college coaches. That's the whole objective. And maybe some good conversations with our podcast. 2 shows weekly. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go subscribe. It's in you. Just go subscribe. I love y'all.
Like all these good players, but he got those kids from a certain point. Like they was not good in their career. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he helped them develop, right? Them kids might not necessarily have the same work ethic that you're bringing that has the same as
But
those kids.
that's not on the
So,
trainer. You can't say the trainer is bad. Like
Yeah,
that's
that ain't really that. Yeah, that's not really the trainer fault. But even like Celeste trainer that is like Martinez, she go to this dude Martinez. He popular. He don't post Celeste unless I record Celeste and
mm-hmm.
send it. Like I record Celeste and I tag him and he reposts it. It's not like
Yeah.
he just in the gym. Like any kids that he actually posts, mainly the kids that he posts, is because their parents, like me and others, record. We tag it and he reposts it. He don't say like, "Nah, this kid ain't good, so I
Yeah.
ain't." I think I seen him post all of his kids for people that record. Now, like I said, I think some parents and people even are hesitant of posting their kids because they might not feel their kids are at a certain level either. You know what I mean? Like it's parents like that too. But yeah, I don't really see him. Like I said, I could use him because I know him and we work
right.
with him. He don't, he ain't turning down posting a kid that he training because of their skill level. Now I
Mm-hmm.
know that there's other trainers that I've seen. They holding the camera the whole time that they have certain kids in the gym. They want to
Right.
show people that, oh, I got Ashley. So then they got their camera the whole time instead of working the kid out.
Mm-hmm.
They holding
And
the
them the
phone the
ones
whole
that
time.
I
That's a
be like,
different. That's a different. That's a
mm-hmm.
different story because people do that because they want other people to see. Oh, I got Ashley. You know what I mean? Like that type of
Mm-hmm.
thing. And Ashley might go there one time. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but that's like they holding the phone. But that's a different thing. So I can I can see it both ways, but like I said, if you're not with somebody for an extended period of time, I don't really see how you can really say you really working with X, Y, and Z. I think it take time.
So let's say
I mean, it should take time. You know, I mean, it should. If you're talking about development, it should take
What?
time. It's not a.
So how much time do you think it should take to develop a kid, or you happen to have to see improvement on a kid?
I mean, I think some months, depending on, but it depend, but it depends on, like, for example, it could be like one particular thing, like, okay, like I'm helping this kid with ball handling or whatever. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like, it obviously, as you know, you're not going to start dribbling today, do one drill with one person, then tomorrow your ball handling be just crazy, drastically better. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, you
right,
got to do stuff over a consistent period of time to build on that to actually say it's better. You know what I mean? I think it take months in my mind. You know what I mean? For me to really see, like, okay, this is really getting better, because really what you should be doing if you're working with the same people, you should be looking at the same drills over time too. Like, okay, Celeste did this, you know, March 1st or
mm-hmm,
whatever, and now Celeste do that same drill August 1st. Is
mm-hmm,
there a difference, right? You know what I mean? You should be able to see, like, the progression in that, to see if there's differences. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, you know, because even where, like, her strength, it's like the same thing. Like, we look at the
mm-hmm.
same, like, she lifting March 1st, and then, okay, can she lift heavier by August or September? Can she jump higher? Can she, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
those are like real measure. But if you're really working with a real trainer, you should be looking at those things over time. You know, even as a
Mm-hmm.
parent, you should be, okay, she can lift 30 pounds, now she's lifting 60. This is because of the training that she's doing, you know, along with whatever else. I just think it takes time. I don't think you really could get in the lab with somebody in a week and make them 8 times better. It's just not possible. You know what I mean? Like, like, that's not. You make it show them something. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I showed you how to release the ball back. You know, whatever the case may be, but that's not gonna make them better, like, instantly. I don't think.
Right.
It
And
takes
I
time.
think that's where I'm at. Like, I feel like, so how many trainers have reached out to you based on the improvements of your child wanting to get in the gym with her?
A lot of people. I
Right.
mean, but that, but that,
But
but
was you
that, but
get was you getting that before though?
no, hell no,
No.
no, exactly. But I mean,
So,
of course, like I said, so that's the thing. There are people and trainers that want, like, they want to show a certain product. You know what I mean? So after you get good, you start going to camps and killing. Your name start buzzing. Yeah, it's definitely people hitting us up saying, "Hey, let's get in the gym." Yeah, for no doubt. Like, but I don't really think that that's like abnormal. Yeah, I think that's just how basketball. You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm.
that's just. I think that's just how it go. Is that a
But that's
good
why I
thing?
feel
Is it a bad thing?
I
I,
feel
I
like
mean, I don't know, but
the that's where the market is majority at though. Like, they waiting on the next big thing. It ain't it's a lot of good ones, but it's a lot of not so good
I mean,
trainers.
that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of trainers too, right? Because
Right.
because of the, the financial aspects that people, be
Mm-hmm.
paying and can come up. So it's a lot of trainers. But I mean, so yeah, I can see that, But if some certain trainers that's not as popular, they just training for money, they gonna train anybody. They not trying to get a superstar because they probably, you know what I mean? Like, they just training just to be training.
So
So, but
you think the ones that's just training that's training everybody not look you saying they not looking for the elite kids?
I don't think so. I think I mean, people just trying to make a living. So I think people just be training. I
See, I think them the ones they'll let the elite kid come in for free.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's people do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that
But so what I'm saying is now that's the definition of a clout trainer. Because you let them in for free.
is that.
Everybody else you charging.
But
But this player come around, you gonna let them in for free.
I got you. But as a business person, right? If
Okay.
it's Curtis training, and I got Celeste, and
Okay.
let's say she one of the best players,
Mm-hmm.
other people gonna see me training Celeste, and they gonna pull up to my training. So even though Celeste trained for free, I might get 7 other kids because I'm training Celeste.
You think it work like that all the time?
It do definitely 100% it works like that because some of the trainers that we go to, other people hit us up, and now they go to them trainers because Celeste go there. So it's definitely referral based. You know what I mean? Like people see it and be like, oh damn, Ed go to such and such. I'm gonna take my kid over there because I like how such and such look. So I mean, for sure. You know what I mean? People, I assume they definitely doing that across the board. So yeah, they letting elite kids train all over the country for free, and people posting them, and then they get more business because of that.
So you basically saying it's not necessarily clout chasing, it's just business moves.
That's what I think. I mean, I think now when I would think of clout chasing, I would see people like hitting up kids, like especially like if you in like a different city or something like that. We live in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I I would say clout chasing. I live in Texas, but I'm hitting up somebody in Philly, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like here we in totally different demographics saying, yo, let's get in the gym. Like, how the hell is that possible if we're, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's
Yeah.
when you kind of, in my mind, like, okay, you going to fly all the way to Philly to work this kid out. You get what I'm saying? That
What up,
sounds kind
Dale?
of crazy. You know what I mean? But people, I think people do it. You know what I mean? But locally, I don't really see that. I mean, it's just business. I train such and such. I train such. It's business.
Mm-hmm.
You get more business like that.
What up, Dale?
Chilling, bro. What I miss out on? Where we at?
Nothing much, man. So what's your thoughts like? So what's your definition of like cloud training or really riding somebody's coattail to make it to the top?
I mean, shoot, I was in here a little bit earlier. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
think the biggest part of it is like, if you posting a kid for the interest of your business, I think that's messed up. I think if you posting a
Mm.
kid, you worried about the interest of the kid, and you just showing love, you proud of them, whatever. But if your interest is more so like, hey, I want to get a camera on this stuff because if I get so and so in the gym with me, it make my business look good. If I'm in that
Mm-hmm.
kid's messages like, hey, come into the gym, come in the gym. I'm not trying to develop you. I just want you in the gym one time. I get 15 cameras on you and I post that for the next year. I think
Right.
like because I've seen some people do it, obviously. I think it's dead wrong. Like I've had way more kids in the gym than I let on, than I show. I
Mm-hmm.
only show the ones that rocked with me for months though.
Mm-hmm.
Rocked with me really, and even the ones like, hey, you bouncing around to four or five different trainers. I ain't posting you that much.
Right,
I ain't
right,
tripping. Like it's not even a bad way. I'm not mad about that, but I'm posting ones that really rock with me. The ones
right.
that's really like, hey, I rock with you. I want you to help me develop and be on part of my journey. That I'm gonna post and show my love back. But like
Got you.
you see a mixtape on my page, them kids ain't paying for that. That's out my pocket. Just because I'm showing love and trying to really just show back to the kids that I
Mm-hmm.
got love and care for them. But I mean, I know, like I said, I got a ton of kids in the gym that I'll never post,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't gonna say their names, but I got number one ranked kids, all sorts of stuff. But they not my kids.
So
I ain't gonna
do
do that
you
for.
when do you say they're not your kids? Just because they work with other people?
Yeah,
Got you.
to me,
So
for me, like I'm not gonna post a kid a ton that's like I see they bounce around, trainer here, trainer there, trainer here. I'm not gonna do it. I don't think it's a bad thing for the kid to do, depending
right.
on what your goals are. But my general philosophy is you got to live in the gym. But right
Mm-hmm.
now, my gym not done being built. So a lot of my kids are getting some work in where they can. I'm not tripping about that. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
mad about it. But the ones I really post, and once you see a lot, of the ones that I know they really rocking with me.
Got you. So when you start working with JC? Because I know you work with JC a lot.
End of her freshman year.
Oh, so, okay, so you've been with her for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, I said, that's my dog. That's my
yeah,
dog. She just
got.
now getting back in the gym too. She getting straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen her stories. Um, how do you di- di- differentiate like your training style from anybody else's? Like when a let's say if a kid don't know a lick about basketball
Mm-hmm.
compared to your elite kids, like how are you going about them in the development process?
It's really different. I mean, it's a struggle. I don't think you can get away with saying it's not difficult to do. Just mentally, you got to change gears and flip back and forth, especially with the patience you got to have with it. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the most part, the kid to me, up until about seventh grade, you need them to fall in love with the game.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make sure they having fun, they enjoying it, they feel like they learning and getting better. Seventh grade plus, you can be, hey man, you got different goals now. Now we looking, if you're trying to get to college for real, you got to train and move and act a certain way. But in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, everything before that, you don't know if you love the game yet.
Right.
So you gotta develop and make sure they enjoying it and having fun. Once you develop that joy and the pure love for the game, that's just unquestionable. Then once you start training serious, I wouldn't say it's unserious before that, but when it comes down to doing some stuff the kids really don't want to do and they
Mm-hmm.
really grind it, then it's like you already built the foundation. So that's
Gotcha.
a big differentiator. And I think in middle to end of middle schools when you start having to make them shifts and start making them changes.
Mm-hmm. How long you been training?
Since I was a sophomore in high school,
Sophomore in high school.
about like what, 10 years, 11 years.
Okay.
I've been training for a minute, yeah.
Got What is somebody gonna say something? I thought somebody said something. Uh, so
I'm,
what do you? Hello. Hold on. Somebody.
Somebody else on here look like
I hear somebody.
Hold on. I think. Hold on. I think Lefty.
it might be gone now.
Yeah, it look like bro gone.
All right. But yeah. So have you ever Have you ever not? Have you ever told a kid, "Hey, you might not need to go work with him"? Have you ever did
Yeah, all the time. All the
That's
time.
kind of crazy.
I mean,
Why
to
you do that?
me,
Why you
so
say that though?
my biggest thing is because I'd say if I had to classify myself anywhere, I'm a shooting coach first.
mm-hmm.
Shooting coach first. So if you come to me and say, hey, we got to make these changes on your jumper, or we say, hey, we got to get a 3 month plan to get this jumper right. And then you go to another coach, another trainer who's telling you either something different
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or they not making them adjustments, they reinforcing the negative. So to me, that's the primary reason I would say, hey, I'm gonna just be real. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you come to me, but like you can't tell me you want to get this goal achieved and then go do things that are contrary to your goal.
Gotcha.
And then there's certain people, I think you were talking about earlier, there's certain people with certain styles where
Yeah.
it's like, hey, you gotta, for your development, you gotta start here and stay on this path. Or you
Mm-hmm.
start reinforcing, and if you 6'11" and you can't catch the ball, and then I see you on a on Instagram tween cross, tween cross. I'm like, bro,
Right.
like
Yeah.
it's
It's kind of
contrary to what you need right now. Now
So
again,
do you? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to say now if you're a certain type of kid and you uh super point guard, super shifty. You got all the skill in the world. You're just trying to get work in. I don't care. Go get your
Mm-hmm.
work in. But there are certain people in certain situations where it's like, bruh, I'm saying it for the interest of the kid. I would never say that for. I want you to come to me instead. I feel like all my kids know that. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't carry myself with that ego. If I did, I would be posting my top ranked kids every day.
Right.
They be on my Instagram like they be the only thing I post. I have a
Mm-hmm.
JC fan account on my Instagram,
What
but I
up,
don't.
dog?
So most of them know that, but most of it, like I said, it's if we try to get a plan together and you start acting like going away from that.
Got you. So you see yourself as a shooting coach, or you label yourself as a shooting coach, but you could do other things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that's what most people start with me, but I'll say I mean, it's weird because we got in my business, we got a trainer that's basically all big stuff, all big man. I
Mm-hmm.
do mostly our guards and point guards and wings and stuff. And then we all kind of are pretty good with shooting stuff. So I'd say shooting
Got.
would be my first thing. And then game situation, point guard work would kind of be what I like doing the most.
But that be
Got
the thing about a lot of trainers too. I don't think people be recognizing that trainers should have like specialties.
you.
Like you know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
you're
Mm-hmm.
saying,
So
like
you think a
if you
trainer
know
should
if
have a
you
specialty?
I
I
mean,
think everyone
yeah, because
does.
you get what I'm saying. Like if you like you said, if you got a big man, but you taking him to a point guard
Hmm.
trainer, that's that don't really make any
Exactly.
sense. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think
Yeah.
people, I don't think trainers, in my opinion, I don't think trainers are realistic enough with telling people like, yo, this is not really my type of, like, I can get you better at this. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because nobody, I don't think necessarily should or be able to get you better at everything. You
I
get
th-
what I'm saying? Like,
nah, I think it depends on the kid too.
yeah,
If you got a
I think it
fifth
depends
grader,
on the kid and the trainer, though.
I think if I'm
You do
training a
have
fifth
some
grader,
people who
I can
can do a
train
little bit of
anybody.
That's
everything.
what I'm saying. Like I look at, let me see, like Jalen Brunson. If he wanted to be a post trainer, I think he could do that. Like
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, just
yeah,
because of
I
his
mean,
footwork, you know what I'm saying, stuff like
if you gave me enough time to watch film and do my research, I could train a big easy
right,
once I study them enough. But like, it would take me more film and more study on a big than it would a two
right.
guard. You could give me 15 minutes on a two guards film and have a full workout plan for the next 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
It'd take me a few days with a big, like, all right, this is their deficiencies, and for me to notice it. A big man trainer would see that just like how I see a two guard.
right.
So I think you can do anything. I just think you got to know what's natural for you. But I think you invest the time. I think anyone can train anybody. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like I said, I think it's that plan. Like having, like, I don't think a lot of people have a plan before they go with a trainer. They don't really have a plan of what they really trying to get done now.
Do you think
So
he?
when you
Mm-mm.
got,
But
Because
I
Do you
don't know.
think
I
he?
just feel like you always gotta get it like a warm up because it's like you want to train certain kids. Like I'm not a trainer, but I get in the gym with certain kids. But it's just like you never know what kids can do until you get in the gym with them. Like even watching film stuff like that, you never know what they really can do until you get in the gym.
oh yeah,
no, I
Yeah.
guess for sure.
So, Dev, what type of how many players? I guess I would say like you ain't got to. You can give me like a rough estimate on
right.
like players that you kind of took and they kind of and you developed them all the way until like they made it to college or whatever, or even like that senior year in high school, and
It
you've been with
depends.
them like on their whole journey for the most part.
That whole journey's tough because till 2021, I was in
Right.
college, so I picked up a lot of kids last 4 years. I think last year I sent 7, 8 to college. I want to say this year I'm gonna send probably 7, 8 again,
So
something like
seven,
that.
out of those 7 and 8, how long was you with those?
Most of them at least, most of them at least a year.
Okay.
But I also got kids like uh, I started training Kira last summer, who's at SFS. She was with
Right.
JC at Liberty. I trained her last summer. I still say Kira's my kid, just cause
Ooh.
just cause she was in the gym with me all summer though. We was locked in every day for a summer,
Yeah,
and
like I don't understand like
when she come
how
back
you
in
can't
town,
say it.
she
When can you say that's your kid though? Like that's what I'm saying. Like what? Like
I
if you
don't.
getting
But
them
I'm
better,
never gonna.
I feel like you can say that's one of your players, bro. If you
But
work with them, got them better over time, bro, you can
So
say
if I
that you work with them.
so if
That's
I
one of
take
your
a
players.
kid, so if I
Yeah.
take a kid for a month, I can just say that's my
If y'all
kid.
my
They
been
got
in the
it
lab, if y'all been
depend.
in the lab for the whole
It,
month,
Oh,
then
bro,
yeah.
and you got
it
them better,
depends though.
bro.
What you trying to
Nigga,
say?
that's a yeah.
It
What?
The whole month,
That's
depend what
you
you
something you
trying to
can
I
say
mean,
really
with that.
put,
yeah.
if you working out every day for
bro.
30 days straight, you can
Come
get
on, bro. That's a
better.
lot of workouts,
But
bro.
my
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
you but
I ain't gonna say I made nobody though. Like if unless I got you in seventh grade, I ain't gonna be like, hey, that's my kid. Like I developed them, I made them. No, I'm gonna say I helped them though. I was a
yeah,
part of their journey.
yeah,
I'm not
You can say
saying
that's one of your players to work with, bro. I feel
for
like you
sure.
have
yeah,
the right to. Yeah, you
yeah.
do more than 5 workouts for somebody, 6 workouts. Bro, come on, bro.
What?
Consistent, bro.
Bro, what?
Bro,
You put
that's a lot of workouts, bro. If it's one on one, am I tripping? That's a lot of workouts, bro. That's 6 hours.
so
Can you
you
do it?
Are you struggling with exposure? I'm Coming University is a place to be. Link is in the description to my IG. 15,000 followers. 15,000 followers. And guess what? 450 plus coaches are within those 15,000 followers. You get access monthly, daily, weekly of your stats, your videos are getting placed. Check it out. Book a call in the description. Go to the description, book a call, and talk to me. Just talk to me, okay? Okay. All right.
That's 6 hours of work.
so you can get better in a week, basically. That's what you're saying.
Yes, you can, bro.
Yeah.
These are facts. You don't feel
You
like you
can
can't
get
get better in a week?
I don't think you can get better in a week,
If you
I
dog.
think
just
you
training with
can.
one person, focus for
One
one
on one,
week,
1 week, bro.
one
You're gonna
person,
get. I
one
think you
week.
get better. You're gonna learn something, bro. If you heard what the first
Yeah,
person.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna pick something up for sure.
We finna go in here and go. You finna go in here and go on a run. But like, when can you say it's your kid? It's like, when can you ever say it's your kid? You can never say that at this point.
No, 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 no.
Like it's
I feel like 6 months to a year, bro. I feel like that's just
Okay, but what are y'all saying about it's my kid?
yeah.
When I say it's my kid,
Like
I
I'm
just mean they
confused on
work.
where.
They saying they
Yeah,
work. If someone asks that kid if they work with me, who they work with, they're gonna say, "Oh, I work with Dev." I feel like at that point, it's your kid.
okay. If the kid validated, then
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like I feel like at
yeah.
that point, it's your kid. But if you're saying, "Hey," like if I'm saying I train whoever, I ain't gonna name
Right,
drop.
right.
But if I train one kid who I've been in the gym with one time, and I say, "Oh, I trained them." If you want to ask that kid, they wouldn't say the same thing. Like,
yeah. You
"Oh
can
no,
say I worked with
I
them
train with
before.
Mike. I train with Ed. I train over there." I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when it's mutual, that's when technically, yeah, that's your kid. Like if you ask the kid who they work with and they say, "Oh, I'll train with this dude,"
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But if you saying that for sake of, "Oh, I want to use that for marketing and
But
I'm claiming this kid for
but
my
that's what it is,
business,"
though. That's what
But
it's a
that's
market.
what. But what? Like that's what I'm saying. What else are we saying? That's my kid for. For like, what are we
I
saying?
mean,
Like
if you
I feel
say
like
if
but
you
I feel
say
like
like
that's
that's
at the
I'm not
I feel
you
saying
like
got to
that's
nothing
get
building
your
that
wrong
work
with
out
that.
there,
I'm
bro.
just
relationship.
That's the
saying
only way,
any
bro.
kid's your kid. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I'm saying the time factor into it. If after a week, if people just
I
come to
say
me
a month.
for
Let's
a
say
week,
a month. A month. We can say a month. A week is short. A month.
yeah, we
A month
crazy.
of
I'm
work.
like,
Yeah, a week
damn,
is
A week
a
is
week is straight, but
crazy.
you can get
Kind of
better in a week.
crazy.
On me, you can get better in a week, bro. This
Cause
is
if
fact.
you
You can get
if
better
you
in a
go
week,
out of
bro.
town and train with somebody for a week and you come back home, and it's like, yo, my trainer in Miami. Like,
yeah,
no,
what?
yeah,
Come on,
it's, but
man.
it, but but
Nah.
but but you should put time into it though. Time should factor in. Like, yo, that's my trainer because we put time in together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put some type of time in to say that y'all got that
Will you
kind of
count the number of
connection.
workouts or the years over time? Because like,
I
what if over
no,
this month
I
you
think
getting in a
over
certain
time.
number of workouts?
So say for
With this,
instance, I'm working out with Dev, right?
Mhm.
And I'm in there three times. I'm in there 3 times a week over the course of 3 to 6 months, 4 months, whatever the case may be. Then I would say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say that because
Yeah,
I'm there consistently, month in, month out.
yeah.
I'm working with him. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
I feel like if you was working like you was training me, after like 2, 3 weeks, and someone's like, "Hey, Dad, who you work with? I'm trying to get some work in." I'd be like, "Oh, I train with Ed."
exactly, bro.
yeah.
Facts. If you
But like if
consistently
I
work out
went
with
there,
somebody for a month, bro, you're gonna say you working with them, bro. This
but
is
if
fact.
you, but if I went to you twice and only 2 times, I'd be like, "Oh shoot, I'm going to this guy Ed right now." Like I would say it differently.
Mhm.
I wouldn't claim. I wouldn't say you're my trainer. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, right now I'm going to this dude."
Cause
Okay, so what if you worked out with a trainer for a month and you never worked out with that trainer no more after that?
It's not
Then what?
Then I don't
my trainer no more.
work with him.
I used
I worked with
to
him.
work. I used to
Yeah, I
work with
used to
dude.
work with him. Yeah, it's a past tense.
yeah, cause you gotta think some kids in summertime, etc. They come home and they only work with a certain people, for a short period of time. Then they got
Hmm.
to go back. That
Exactly.
don't
But
that
if
don't
they
mean that we
Exactly.
can work
come
together.
home and work with the trainer, that mean they worked with them when they was in high school though. So that's
That
No,
don't
technically
not
mean that.
No,
That don't
necessarily.
mean
but
that. That
no,
don't
it
mean
don't.
that. That
majority
that's
of the
cap.
time.
That's
No,
not
No,
true.
not
no,
necessarily.
that's
Not
not true at
necessarily.
all. That's not
That's not
true at
true.
all.
'Cause sometimes
That's
you
not
go
true
to
at
Especially
all.
with us.
you might go to somebody. You might go to somebody new. It's like, okay, I'm home from college.
I,
I'm here for a month. Damn, who you go to? Oh, Ed, go to such and such. Let
Yeah,
me
they're
check
gonna
them
Yeah.
out. Oh,
go
I'm gonna
trade
check
with
them
their
well,
out.
friends, bro.
well,
Now we rocking out the whole
especially in
summer.
college, because the college kids ain't paying the same. So a lot of
Yeah.
times you train a kid through high school, and they stop having the funds to pay you like they did in high school and middle school. A lot of
Yo, they
trainers be
get
dropping these
bougie, bro. They
kids.
just not trying to pay
All
you.
this,
Oh, man, so put the
yeah. But a lot of times
trainer
the
in the
trainers like, "Oh, I
bind.
don't have time for that because I'm not getting paid the same amount of bread." But
Mm-hmm.
like I had 4, 5, 6 kids I was training last summer who they didn't train with me before. They all already in college.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Those are
But
facts.
we was able to get some work in and stay consistent, and they was all like the same thing. Like, man, my old trainer don't have time like that no more. But
Mm-hmm.
you gotta think about it. Like,
I feel
one of
like
my
if you getting somebody better, bro, you can say you training, bro.
but I think the thing is too. Like, there's a difference between like development when you got a kid that's in the eighth grade than when you
hmm
got somebody that's in college.
oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's like a
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Those are different. Those are different. Like, you know what I mean? Like when they're in college, you're just sharpening up what they could do, what they can't. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah,
when you
middle
talk
Mm-hmm.
school, you
about
teaching them the base, like that
exactly when
basis of that game is
exactly,
coming
so
from
that's
you.
like those are like two different
hmm
things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's easier to only have a trainer coming from college for a month or two
oh
versus
yeah,
saying, yeah, I
yeah,
worked with such and such versus if you in the 6th grade, you get what I'm saying,
It's
and then you
different.
got
Oh yeah.
crazy
So
code,
what do
you know
y'all
what I mean?
feel
It's
like
like
makes a trainer a good trainer? What makes a trainer good?
For
Uh,
what level? For what level?
If
I think it
I'm
depends on
if I'm in high school, I'm a high school freshman. Like, how do I know if my trainer is good?
if he preparing you, if he's giving you the tools you need for whatever your next step is. So you're a high school varsity player. A trainer's good. If you're a high school varsity point guard, let's say, and
hmm
the trainer's not teaching you college reads, moves that you need for college, and stuff that's going to prepare you for that next step, I feel like it's bad training. Your preparation should be on what we preparing for next, and then taking into account what we got going on.
But what if
If
you
we
don't
got
have the skills to do those reads?
the trainer don't,
No,
The
the kid.
the kid.
but that's what the trainer's job is to develop those. I'm not saying reads in general. That's just what I
Right,
started with,
right,
but you know what I'm saying.
right,
But like, if I'm giving you pro level moves and you don't know have a college game yet, I feel like you failing that kid.
yeah, yeah.
You messing that kid up. You got to prepare 'em for college first. Once they in college and they that type of player, okay, now we can work on some pro stuff. But you got to get step by step by step. If you don't build them steps up, I feel like to me, I feel like you're doing a disservice.
Do you do position training? I mean role. Well, I would say like role training. Like say for instance in high school, if that kid got a role in high school, are you necessarily doing role training? Whatever their role is in high school, are you
Hmm.
training? Are you training them like that?
It's to me the way I do everything is seasonal. So like right now we're in season training, so it's a lot of shots. Not we don't do no contact right now. So I mean I'll do contact like I'm playing defense, but they're not playing no ones, no
hmm
twos, nothing with a real life defender, and it's all 90%. Now I'm talking about for my
Right,
elite kids.
right.
90% of it is stuff you finna see in a game and some skill development with ball handling, whether we speeding up a shot, getting better rhythm on your shot, that sort of stuff. And then the other half of it is just game shots, stuff you're gonna see in games. So by that next day, you got a game in 2 days, you feel more comfortable and confident in it. But once that season ends, we shift gears. Now we back into full skill development. We honing in on focuses for whatever the next level is. So
Got
like with Kendall, we gonna start switching up and going to heavier ball handling, back to more mid range and touch stuff. Really focusing on her finishing.
Do you have like detailed conversations with the player, like on what they vision is for their game,
Oh yeah,
or like how do you go about what y'all gonna work on? Like, you kind of talk to them first, or you just kind of
most
just
of
go off
the
watching them or what?
nah we I mean I watch them. I'll start sending them clips. I mean now that we're about to get into that off-season training, depending on who the kid is and just what type of personality are, half of them got to give me a goals list. Half of them got to write something down, give me a sheet of paper saying, hey, this is what I want to work on the next 3 months. This is what we need to get better on the next 3 months. And we hit that super hard. So, but no, I mean, them conversations are important. I'm not going to get a new kid in the gym that's solid, a real good player, and
hmm
not have a conversation with them first and just jump into a workout. So
Okay.
the first thing I'm like, hey, I was like, hey, what's going on? What you feel like you need to get better at? What do you feel like you're good at? Those conversations. What do you want to get better at?
Hey Curtis, let me let
Yeah, I was
Will
about to
know.
say I'll drop. Go ahead.
Like I said, I have all them conversations of what I feel like I've seen, what the kid sees, and then we try to get to a middle ground and start
Do you
developing
feel
from
like you
there.
have to go to like their games to like be able to train them better, or you just kind of watch the film? Do you feel like you have to watch their games better?
Uh,
Watch their
I
games
watch a ton of,
more?
I watch a ton of, I mean, I watch a ton of film. I go to as many games as I can, but that's really just honestly, I like being a fan. That's the reason I like being at games. But if it's up to me, I can see everything on film probably
Right.
better.
So you just
But
watch the film.
I'm about to say, if I'm at a game, I'm normally just being a fan, enjoying that moment.
Mhm. What up now?
What's good, Will?
Good afternoon, fellas.
What up? What up?
This is a
Hey,
great topic.
hey,
This is a great topic.
Fidel. So another a trainer said that said it should be no high school player doing should be doing role training for their role in high school. You agree? I know you
Yeah.
talked about it,
But
but like he on the East Coast,
a
so
little bit. a little bit. I see what he's
But why are
saying.
you? But why are you training for a role, or are you gonna be? What are you gonna be in college on the next level?
I mean,
The
I don't
reason I'll say
know.
that, so I'll do role training. Like a lot of times, I'll do workouts with my high school kids Mondays and Thursdays
Hey,
because
is
they
this your
play
Okay.
Tuesday.
is is this your full time job?
Yeah, I'll train our coaches. I'll do basketball
You,
full time.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know you from a can of paint, but just your conversation, the way you're talking,
Hmm.
I knew you live and breathe this shit. I don't know what your work look like, but I knew that you eat off of this. This your
But yeah,
lifestyle.
that's what I do. I appreciate you.
So you the best in Dallas.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that against anything though. I think I'm good at what I do. But,
So I'm
but,
asking you this: do you sit down with your players and do film study and all that?
but yeah, but I said once the gym get open, it's really gonna be cranking. But we're gonna do a lot of focus on that. Right now, it's tough. I don't have my gym set up.
Got
What you mean by gym setup?
I'm building the gym right now. It's gonna be open in like 3 weeks.
You building a gym?
I'm building two actually. But yeah,
Congratulations, black brother.
appreciate you, brother.
I
Appreciate
I got nothing to say about this guy.
you.
You know, I got nothing to say about this guy because you know why? Half of these guys, and I can stand on this. Half of these guys say they serious about their craft, their trainers and all this, but they've been doing this for 30 years and you don't even own no fucking gym.
it. Now
No,
listen.
no,
Uh,
no, 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 no,
hey,
no, no,
well,
no, Eddie
listen,
Kane, no.
listen,
You
bro.
Eddie
Don't
Kane,
get
I'm
my
gonna say
message.
what I'm finna say, Eddie Kane. Let me say what
Go
I'm
in,
finna
Will.
say.
Go in, Will. Go in,
You're
Will. Go in.
Mhm.
Will.
talking about you a trainer and you the best at this. How are you the best at something and you don't own a gym or a facility? You can't. No. Hold up, Eddie Kane. If you've been
Mm.
doing this for 30 years, and you ain't established your own business, you ain't who you say you are.
So
How long
you
you been
can't.
doing this, my brother?
10 years.
How
10
long? And you finna
years.
open 2 spots.
All right, but that's a to
Hold up. It
me,
don't no no
it's
it don't take but 30 years. 30 years and
all
you
right,
say you elite.
but if I was in a location where I could just get into high schools and middle schools and stuff like that routinely, you wouldn't need to as much.
Can I be
But
honest with you, brother? Let
no,
me
I'm
say what I
listening.
want to
I'm,
say.
I'm listening. I'm
Let
listening.
me pop my shit right
Hmm.
quick. I was sitting in my house. Sitting
Right.
in my house. And I asked my kid, is this something that you really want to do? And within 5 months, I built her own facility. 6 months total. Built it from the ground up. See,
Hmm.
and hold up. I knew nothing about basketball, right? Right? I watched YouTube and learned what I needed to learn and figured it out as I go. I would go off of other people's pages like yours, look at stuff, and that shit worked for me, brother.
Hmm.
And hold up, I'm not no trainer. I'm not none of that. I come from a whole different. I come from a whole different world. Basketball is not what I do, but I felt like if I'm a hustler and if I can go do all these other things in life, why I can't open up an app on YouTube and watch film and sit in my theater room and break down film and look at your training videos and feed off of it. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So for a man to been in the game 30 years and he say he the best at what he do, you ain't the best at what you do because you still training in parks,
Oh,
my man. Hold up,
oh,
let me talk. You
Parks is
still
crazy. Now Parks is crazy.
you still
Parsons.
you're training in parks. I didn't seen this with cones. Kids, you don't even understand. Concrete is bad on the kids' knees. Am I right or wrong, my brother?
You right.
Come on, man.
I'm listening.
Hold up. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. 30 years. And you ain't got your own space. That's a problem.
All right, so I got a question. Right? Because there's another dude I was talking to. I said, when I was telling him I was building my gym, he another trainer. He said, I would never do that a day in my life. Now, he's a legit trainer. He's solid. He said, I would never do that a day in my life. I said, why not? He's like, I need the flexibility to where if Jimmy Butler called me and said, hey, I need you to come train me in Miami, I can hop on a flight and go do that. And he didn't say Jimmy Butler, but that's not the point. He said, I want the flexibility to where if I need to go wherever I need to do my job, if I need to go to China and get signed by a team, I want to be able to do that. So is he a bad trainer for viewing
But
the
but
game
but
that
but
way.
but let me say
Yeah.
this. Parents take people serious when you have you a home where they ain't got to be jumping from North Crawley this day. Now I'm going to Drive Nation. You don't know where you set up at. You all over the place.
Now,
You ain't got your shit right. You see what I'm
I
saying? You're
feel
all over the place. I gotta go this. I gotta go across town today. The next day, I gotta drive all the way to Oak Cliff High School. Now I gotta go over here to Frisco. I'm all over the place. You think that parent gonna come deal with me? And I got a home for you every day, and you know where you going, versus bouncing around
But if
from 6,
the
7
trainer
p.m.
getting you better, are you still gonna work with her?
You
Like,
said
are you still gonna
again,
do it? What if
you
the
got a good
trainer's
point.
getting you
You got
better?
a good point.
man. For me,
That's why
man.
you
For
get
me,
the trainer to get
yeah,
better.
you getting the trainer, but you getting the trainer to have a set place. Because good quality, don't get it wrong. I like good quality,
Right.
but I'd rather be in a good quality facility, you know, where I can get me some mobility training, because it ain't all about basketball. Mobility training comes with that.
Yeah.
Because these kids got to be able to move and wiggle and all that stuff, right or
Right.
wrong. So if I'd rather go in me a nice facility, you know what I mean, every day, and I know where I'm going, versus jumping around.
But that's
Stability
what I'm
is
saying. Just because
everything.
it's nice don't mean the people who teaching is like
Stability,
that.
lefty.
Like that don't make
Stability, lefty.
like just because it look good don't
Lefty,
mean that.
lefty,
That's what I'm
lefty,
saying. But
lefty.
Bro,
like
Hey,
if
I
it
ain't
look,
look
gonna
check it
lie,
good, but
out.
bro.
my
I ain't
it,
gonna lie. Will got a point on that one.
no, I
He got.
get what no, I understand what you're saying. No, I get what you're
Stability,
saying. But
man.
if I'm not improving, what's the point of me being there?
Hey, the
But my
But hold
point.
up, I'm asking you.
That's
Hold
the
up,
point.
can I hold up? Let me tell y'all something.
mm,
So if a man that opened up a gym and spun hundreds of thousands, you think that kid not going to be approving now? You think he not going to have the right people in place
Just
at
because you
that
got the
gym?
money don't mean you
But
know
he's
basketball, bro.
going to.
That
Now
don't
that's a
mean you
But
know
fact.
how
he's
to.
going
That's
to
a
That
fact.
don't mean you
put
know
the
how to
right
improve.
people in place.
nah, the only
I'm
thing
going
with
to
that
grab
though,
the right
the,
people. I want the best of the best.
the only thing with that though is if you got all these bills, which I'm about to have, a lot of times you got to cut corners because you
That
got
go.
a $10,000 nut you got to pay every month
Man, I
now. If you ain't
did
got,
it for 5 years and I ain't missed a motherfucking beat.
oh,
Hey,
But it's
I ain't,
like
Tyler, you trying to
I
hop
ain't saying
in?
nothing.
that's what I'm.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just
I did
saying a lot of
it for
times I
5 years
the
and I ain't missed
quality
a
could
beat.
drop. Yeah,
And I ain't missed a beat. I
I,
can show you the bills.
yeah, all right.
Eddie
I know
Kane
what them
came
bills looking
through it.
like.
Eddie Kane done been in there.
Yeah. But listen,
Eddie
bro.
Kane,
Yeah.
was it nice before I sold it, Eddie Kane?
Yeah. It's a nice gym. But what you got a good point. But what I think he is, so you got Tyler Ruffin here, right? He like one of the biggest trainers in the country, right? He got two
You
gyms,
got
but
two.
he trained at a church for the longest before he actually opened up a gym.
So I'm actually, but he got him a gym now, though,
Yeah, he
right?
got a gym
You got
Okay.
now. Yeah,
two.
two gyms.
I'm gonna tell you something. What's your name down here, my man?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Devin.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to me in Houston, Devin. I'm a man that jump on the scene. I ain't been in the basketball space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I opened up my gym. So much hate came from me from these dinosaur ass niggas that been in the game 30 years. So much hate. It was so much hate. Niggas hating on me. Niggas speaking on my name. They mad. He sold dope to open a gym. He did this. He did that. No, nigga, you just broke. And you po hustling and you ain't got no money to open no gym. I went and opened a gym and you mad. You mad. See, I'm popping it tonight, Eddie Kane, and I don't care who got something to say. I'm popping it tonight. I'm popping it tonight. These old dinosaur ass niggas, we don't want to train with y'all no more. We want to train with Devin. He's a youngster. We want to train with him. We don't want to train with dinosaurs no more. We don't. We don't want
You
to
said
rock
them
with y'all no more.
dinosaurs.
Go hang up your gloves. We done with you. It's a new shirt. And it's the young
But like
bulls.
I
They
feel
got it
like
figured out.
it's about getting better
It
regardless if
don't
they're
give a
young or
damn
old,
about
bro.
that. I'm not training with no dinosaurs. You can't
Like
even move. Your stamina ain't up. Nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't
I'm
do
messing on that.
nothing.
I'm
You can't do nothing.
sick.
So
I'm
you
not fucking with no dinosaurs.
so,
Listen, that man right there got stamina. That
so you
man got stamina. He can get up and down.
so
I'm not training
Phil
with no nigga
Handy,
that
you're
look.
not
We
training
getting
with
up and
Phil
down. He like
Handy,
this. Look.
you're not training with
He
him?
huffing and puffing,
Yeah,
leaning
that's
over.
why I'm like, you
You're
got
not
some
training with Phil
Phil
Handy?
Handy.
Bill Handy be huffing and puffing. That's why he got people out there to help him. And he the real deal.
He the
Yeah, I don't Maybe we just gotta agree to
But
disagree
say,
because
Mike,
I
you
don't understand that.
Lefty,
changing that boy
lefty,
mind?
Because you gotta think, bro. You gotta think. Like he got
listen,
so
man, listen. And
So
Phil
I train
Handy don't own the gym. He don't own the gym, but he got access to that star gym. He ain't jumping around.
yeah.
He got access.
He got
He
Uh-huh.
got
access.
he basically got solid access at that star gym.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
got to jump
of
around.
course.
So I'm asking you this: How many players? How many gym owners are in the Dallas area right now? Gym owners, like
You
young.
talking
Let's not
about
even say hold on,
trainers? Like
hold on.
trainers
Let's
that
not
You
own
even
the
talking
say
about
gym?
gym owners.
trainers?
Let's not even say gym owners. Let's say successful programs like Texas U, Pro Skills,
I don't think
all
none
the
of them
big.
got a gym. They collab with high schools, bro. They just use high schools.
So you
Mm-hmm.
feel like
But
they not
I'm
good
asking this.
programs?
But if they had gyms, Lefty, would they be capitalizing on the money flow?
Yep.
Because you
And
hold up. You want me to tell you why I know this? Hold up, listen, Eddie Kane. Because Sci-Fi had came to me and say, if we had gym space, you don't understand how that would change the dynamic of Sci-Fi program.
Those are facts.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk. Hey,
I think it's only one organization in the Dallas area that got a
Cool.
Lone
who?
Star.
long
Texas
uh,
Texas Lone Star,
there's a
the
youth
girls program.
program at Prosper. They got one, but they not high
Oh,
school.
you talking about MC? No, not
Prosper
Prosper.
Elite.
No, that's not
There's
oh
one.
Prosper.
There's one at Prosper, but they like middle school.
But
Team
yeah.
X got their own facility,
Oh, they well the Mansfield.
but
Yeah.
nah, they got their own like another facility, Team X, where they train
Oh,
and everything.
So
for
I'm
real?
asking this. So
So
my
so
man's over there at
two
Drive
programs.
Nation. My man's over there. What's his name?
With
Jermaine?
Jermaine
Drive,
got
Jermaine.
his own spot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's work? How does that work out for us with the players that play for Drive Nation? So is it included in the package deal where they get training and all this
I,
stuff?
I don't
I feel
know
like
that.
that. I feel like yeah, they gotta pay, but I could be
It's
wrong.
seven.
But
It
But they
depends.
got a
It
track.
depends.
Don't they got a tracking
But
there and everything? Don't they got a tracking there and
yeah.
everything?
Yeah.
But why they don't bring the best players in though?
I
They
had
don't
some
bring
drive. I had some Drive Nation girls. They do some stuff, but like if you want like private training and stuff in there, and you want to do some one-on-one training, you can't just walk in there and do it. But
yeah.
yeah, you can't just pull
But you
up.
can rent the space, right?
yeah,
Yeah, anybody can rent the space though.
So I'm asking you something. You trying to take this thing global, ain't you, Devin?
yeah,
Like you trying
yeah.
to. So in order for you to take this thing global, you knew you needed your own facilities, right?
Hmm.
I'm done, Lefty. I just don't want. I don't want to do this all night with you,
No,
Lefty. I love you.
I get
I
what you're
love you,
saying. I'm
Lefty, but
not
I don't
talking
want to do
about.
this all night with you,
I'm
Lefty.
Bro,
not talking
hold on.
about building a training business. I'm talking about just being a good trainer alone. Like
Yeah, no, I
you
know,
don't have to
Lefty.
have a facility to be a good trainer. That's all I'm saying.
Lefty. I never said that you're not a good trainer because you're a dinosaur and you've been jumping around for 30 years trying to figure out your your purpose in this shit. I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Lefty. All I'm saying is
But what
get out the way. Get out the way.
Bro,
Oh,
look. Let's just
shoot.
say, for instance, Will, Devin, where your facility at?
The one in
Gonna be
Little
at.
one in Salina.
So boom. Let's just say I live in Fort Worth, Will, and I want to train with Devin,
I'm
but I
driving.
can't get to Little Elm.
I'm driving. You
yeah, I
know
ain't gonna lie,
why?
bro. You gotta think when
Come
you live in the
on.
city, bro. Location is everything. You
Hmm.
gotta think like Tyler. He got one in Addison and he got one in McKinney. So
Listen,
he got two. He got two good two areas. He got two
but you
areas that's good. He got a
want me to
central
tell you why they
location
go? You know
and
what?
he
Want me
got
to
a
tell you?
north
Look,
location.
when you a great trainer because it's a drought on great trainers.
Absolutely.
So,
Hmm.
That's why we
let's all say it
having this
together.
live.
Let's all say it
Hmm.
together. It's a drought on great
It's a
trainers. So
drought. It's a
I'm
It's a
drought.
drought.
driving. I'm driving to Devon for that good dope. I want that good
Okay.
dope. I'm
Okay. I get
driving.
what
I don't
you're
care.
I
saying.
heard you.
I want that good
I
dope.
feel you.
I'm going to
And
Devon.
he got his own spot.
And he got his own spot.
So
Man, I'm going there.
you driving 40 minutes to an hour
Listen,
each day.
it got parents that was driving from Dallas to Houston for goddamn practice. Why I'm not
Yeah.
and I'm already in Dallas. I ain't finna get this good work with
But
them.
that's what I'm saying. Like, look, okay, let's take it out. Let's just
When
say,
you an invested parent and you
no,
care,
listen, I get what you're saying, Will. I get what you're saying, Will. But we also had conversations about people who have less than, who can't afford as well. So let's just say I have less than, and I can't. My mama at work all day. I can't get to Devin, but I'm elite though. Devin, so Devin definitely might pull up on me, and we might go to a spot, my high school or something. You know what I'm saying? And now
see,
Devin,
see, that's why I
see,
say
I,
these kids not built like I was coming up because in today's time, I'd have texted Devin and said, "Hey, coach, you know my mama, you know a situation we ain't got a lot of money, but I've been saving up my money, coach. I got about $130, $140. I guarantee you, Devin, and I'm gonna look at this guy. He gonna
Mhm.
say, bet I'm gonna pull up. Cause he gonna
Oh,
see
yeah.
that kid is determined and that kid wants it that bad. He gonna pull up and help that kid, man.
yeah,
It
no,
don't
I
matter.
get what you're saying. No, that's what I'm saying. I get what you're
The
saying.
money
But you
ain't
saying
even
have
the
your own
issue, bro.
spot.
The money
Mm-mm.
not the issue.
So you saying,
But are you saying
long as
having your own spot means you're serious about training? Is that what you're
You
saying?
got damn right, because guess what?
Okay,
That's
okay.
the investment. That's the investment, man.
I
You
don't,
just Eddie
I
Kane, you just don't make an investment if you're not serious about it. That's like going open a business. You're not gonna go invest 300,000 into a business if you're not serious about it. You're not
That,
doing that.
that is true. That is
You're
true.
I
That
not
is
feel what you're
true.
doing
saying.
that, bro.
I feel what you're saying.
Dog, you ain't
But
nobody
no,
is
I get what
make.
you're saying, Will.
Do
But
y'all
you
know
could be
how hard it is
serious
to come across money right now?
and not still be a good trainer, though. That's what
I
I'm saying.
didn't
yeah.
Like,
say that,
you know how many?
Lefty.
So
I
hold
didn't
on.
say that.
So you think the best? So you think the best trainers have their own gym?
Let me think. Hold up, let me think.
Okay.
TJ Ford in Houston got his own gym. He's elite.
Okay.
Okay.
Richard got 3 gyms. Richard's elite.
Okay.
Um, um,
Mhm.
let me think of in Houston. T Mac got his own gym. T Mac, he doing his thing over there. Um,
You
um,
didn't say elite though, so he must not be he ain't elite.
T Mac, T
You
Mac.
didn't say elite. So you
No,
just
T
kind
Mac over there but he don't touch girls.
of oh,
He just got the boys. But
got you.
TJ Ford elite. Um, Man, it ain't really a lot of gym owners in Houston. It's got gyms, but we talking about owners. The only owners in Houston was me, TJ Ford, Richard, Coach at Crossover, um, and my boy at No Equal.
Oh, Fondy.
No Equal. He got a gym on the north side.
Mm.
But he got something it's very small, ain't really got he got wooden floor, but he's still over there doing
Right,
his thing.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
But like, okay,
and
let's just say
So
you a
but
dinosaur, Will,
can
and
you
you
it's
name
like
one.
good?
I
that.
take it back. It's one guy. He got 2 nice gyms. Y'all right, Fredo. Yeah. Lefty, you got me. You got me. I'm talking about he got 2 of the nicest gyms in the Houston area. Grade A garbage.
You feel me? Dog, I'm trying to tell you, like, some of the best trainers I know, like, on some NBA, they don't even tell people that they train, bro, because they at high demand. Like people couldn't even afford how much they cost, bro. Some of these, like, that's why they don't have facilities like that.
But
They just,
the price is different though when you go from NBA to high school though, or even college. The price is
general, like, work with a high school kid, it's like, bro, I just, like,
That's true, Coach
you
Will.
know what I'm
It's a
saying? Like, it's
difference.
just not enough.
That's
Not enough.
true, Coach G. Will. It's different.
Mhm.
oh, you talking about that 40-minute
40 minutes
drive?
ain't nothing, man. Cut the radio on. You there?
Nah, Little L from Fort Worth, bro,
Nah,
is an
That's a
hour.
that's
haul.
Bro,
That's an
come
a
on,
hour.
bro. What?
That's an
that's a
hour.
Come on, bro.
distance,
That's an
bro.
I
hour, like
That's a
30,
I
distance,
hour
bro.
had I,
20, bro.
I had kids doing it at my old
It's
job.
kids gonna do
I
it,
had
bro, for
kids
that
doing
good
it.
work.
I
For
had
that
kids
good
doing
work, they gonna
it.
do it.
Yeah,
I
dog.
had
See, my mama couldn't
people
have did
doing
it,
it.
bro. My mama got off work at
I
7
can't see the
p.m., bro.
comments, Eddie Kane.
I
You
can't
said
see. I mean,
Well,
my mama got
I
out
can
work
see
at 7
something.
p.m., bro. I was no way I'm making it there, bro.
Nah, that's tough. I mean,
You see
some
what
people can't do it,
I'm
but
saying?
like,
Like, it's no way you're making it there, bro.
oh no,
I have
I'm about to say, but I got
to
some
school.
people.
Like, that's on really on some weekends. You
Hey,
may do some weekends.
let me
Yeah.
tell you something what I did. Hey Devin, let me tell you what I did, right?
Okay.
Me and my daughter jumped on a flight from Houston to Dallas to train with Coach Taylor and Earl Rooks and jumped on a flight
Hmm.
to come back. We trained for an hour and a half and jumped on a flight right back. Because we want to go see. We
Yeah.
want to see the work. We want to see the work. We want to see what it was like. We jumped on the flight, jumped back, same day. But I get what Lefty's saying. Everybody can't do
I
that.
said that's rare
Everybody
though.
can
That's real
Yeah,
rare.
that's
what,
like
That's real
what
you
y'all?
feel me?
rare.
Like that.
So, Will, can
Yeah,
you
but
name
that's
trainers
super,
that's
super rare.
good that don't got their own gym?
That's good.
That,
That don't got their gym.
that don't got their own gym.
Man,
That you took your daughter
Coach,
to, or that you would take your
Coach,
daughter to.
Coach Cole, he slept on in Houston. He dribble university. You met him before Eddie?
Oh, you talking about Dribble Gym
Yeah.
University?
When I had in my when I had in my gym, you know, when I put my gym up for sale, he was one of the ones that I wanted to buy because I knew his purpose. I knew he really cared for kids. I didn't want nobody to buy the gym that didn't care for kids because a lot of people is in this space for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't want something that I built that
Hey,
I
hey,
love.
hey, Dad, let me let somebody in real quick.
I got you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give my spot to somebody that didn't care. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, these people are training these kids for a month or 2 months, talking about your kids. They not your kids, dude. How can you claim a kid off of 2 months
Yeah.
of training?
Yo, what
How
up,
can you
Ty?
claim a kid off of 2 months?
What up, bro?
Shit, not
Yo,
much, man.
Answer my question, Eddie Kane.
Hey, so Tyler, you did you hear his question?
No. I just got in. What's up?
Ask him again,
I
Will.
just want to know how can you claim a kid and say a kid belongs to you and you ain't trained them nothing but 2 months?
What? I don't think you can say a kid belongs to you at any point. Um, I don't.
This shit take years,
It's
man. This
it's.
shit take
Oh, it
years.
does. It does. I think as far as the clout stuff goes, like you know, I put it like this, man, and at any point you want to be a trainer, like you got to get the point of being a business, right? And as a business person, um, you got to do what's best for your business. So, let's take my example is, Julius Randle, and people can say whatever they want. I've been with him for 14 years. He's made $220 million.
That's your kid.
mm,
No,
Um,
that's
right.
that's his
So,
man's.
so yeah, I mean, I was in his wedding and all that, right? So
That's
my question would be to people, if I, if I put Julius Randle on my IG page, right?
Mhm.
And a dude or a girl, whatever, puts somebody they train for 2 years, say the girl's going to USC or
Okay.
something, right? Like who's really in it for clout?
Yo, what's up, man? Listen, we got a new sock on the market. One of the best socks. No, I'm not talking about Nike. No, I'm not talking about Walmart. And I'm definitely not talking about Jordan. I'm talking about ASG. They got some of the best socks on the market. Some of the best socks on the market. Listen, man, the ASG, matter of fact, just let me open this more for you. The ASG Strike sock. The most comfortable sock known to man. I got a promo code right now. I'm coming. Buy one, get one free, plus free shipping. The socks are like $24, so you basically paying for 2 pair, $12 a sock, and you get free shipping. Link is in my description. Go get them now. ASG, the wave. Get them.
Or you train somebody one time, and like I've trained over 100 NBA players.
Mhm.
You won't see them all on my page because I don't claim them all.
Mm.
Like I trained Victor Wembanyama. I don't claim him.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? So, I
yeah, because
I
you
think
use
like
that, like you can use that on your resume. I work with him.
without a
Yeah, that's
doubt.
what I'm
But
saying.
I
Yeah,
think
like
there's certain
even a
things you
video.
right. There's certain things, but out of respect for a lot of the people I do business with, um, you know, I I better develop a relationship with you first. Like Trey Johnson,
Hmm.
I've been with you since sixth grade. Liam McNeely, I've been with you since sixth grade. Like, you know,
Like, what's the
uh,
dude name that went to Hebron that you used to work with?
Rich Shipley.
Bro was nice. Like, them videos went crazy, but it helped your business too, though. That's what
No,
I'm
without
saying.
a doubt. But I didn't.
Pastor.
Yeah, but correct. But I trained Ridge, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Um, and I wasn't the one that posted that.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That's true.
So I think like, and you're right. Like, look, at the end of the day, uh,
Did you
um,
work with the George kid?
Keontae,
Yeah.
no, no, but like I've been in the gym with him,
Who
right? Like
so who was his trainer?
I don't really know, to be honest.
I just
Look, like
I would love to
I
know
do
who
it,
was working with Keontae out
yeah.
there.
But I mean,
His
I do it
dad's
like this,
nice,
man.
though. His dad's
I,
nice.
I get certain guys, like I get
Mhm.
Julius, right? Hey, man,
When did you get Julius?
go, going into ninth grade,
Going into
and,
ninth grade.
and did you train him all the way up into 12th grade?
I've trained him all the way until yesterday.
See,
but
Eddie Kane,
but I,
that's his kid.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
That's his
But
kid.
I mean, like, I think
It's
you got,
simple.
You
But
can
That's
that's
his
his
definitely
but
say that. Yeah,
okay,
that's a
but
fact.
keep it bad, Tyler. Tyler
about.
was out Julius was already
One thing
dominant in middle school though. He was already dominant.
without
You
a question,
know what I'm saying?
and there's phases of development,
I was gonna
For
say
right?
it's a
sure.
lot of dominant people who don't make it to the league.
There
Absolutely.
you go. So
Absolutely.
there's
look at Bryce Griggs for one.
hey,
Bryce Griggs.
there's phases of development, and you got to study this shit,
Bryce
man. Like
Griggs and Julius Randle, I don't like that comparison.
you got to study
Like,
this
come
shit.
on,
Like
man.
you can't walk in and get a kid like Julius Randle and not know what the fuck you are talking
Yeah.
about. And at the end of the day, like there's been different phases in his career. We played with AD and True Holiday. We were the third option. We played with the Knicks, and we had to become the one option. Those summers were different. And
Hmm.
now we're with Ant Man. We're still trying to figure that out. Like,
Yeah.
so and then there's like it's just you do what's best for your player all the time. I went there was a summer where Drew was in LA. And
Hmm.
I think I had just had I can't remember what it was. And he was like, yo, I need a guy here all the time. I know you can come out here a couple times. I put him with Jordan Lawley, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
And Jordan Lawley put him on his IG. And
Yeah.
I don't care because it's not about me at the end of the day.
Right.
It's about what I think is gonna help Julius in his career. And um and I think like I I've been in this space long enough. It's funny, like it's 14 years now. Um and it just I wish people would embrace other people more. They would learn from each other more. There's just so much stuff out here, man, that I think everybody can learn. And like you and me were talking about Drew Hanlon.
Hmm.
It's like he had Jason Tatum and Beal in high school,
Right.
right? Embiid, Levine, the rest of them came after. Like, get it how you live it. I know Drew.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like and everybody takes different steps. My career, I was gonna move to LA because I figured that's where all the good players were. But I had my son, and what became more important was I'm gonna set shop in Dallas and what I want to do, and me and Drew have talked about this. I want to be a father. That's number one in my life. Drew, he's like the number one thing he wants to do is train NBA guys, and that's his number one thing. And he travels. Drew travels every day, you know, and that's the life he wants to live.
What do you know
And
about
and I
Donnie Beecham? Do you know how good is Donnie's training? Do you know
who's that? Say it again.
Donnie Beecham?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know who Donnie
Well,
Beecham
I
is?
try to, man, to be honest, man, you know what I do now, man. I got guys that work under me. I try to pour into them. I go in the gym. I train my middle school kids tonight, my fourth graders. Um, I keep it moving. Um, I just think like it was funny
Donnie used to work
when.
with Eman Moutier.
Okay, I mean, hey, look, like, but that's the other thing, right? Like, I think I have a respect for guys and women, that good players trust,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like CJ Miles has trusted me. You know, shoot, Theo Pinson. I've had, Miles Turner's people have come in my gym and they've trusted me. Zach Leday, like, I just was in Italy, right? He's in the Euro League. Like it's when good players trust you and you really start to understand there is levels to it. Um, and at any point, like I always open my gym to people. I have people in my gym every single summer, and and um, and that's how it goes. And I mean, I've gone and done stuff with Phil Handy. I mean, you just keep going. I think there's just different phases to players' games, and then you have different phases in your trainer journey, and everybody's going to be different. And you just be confident in who you are and what you do. And um, when I came, bro. The coolest thing for me is I came here from New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew me in New York. I was Mr. Basketball in New York, all that. I came here, bro, and there were certain people, that might have known me because I played at West Virginia and I played at St. Bonaventure. But people embrace me out here, um,
Mm-hmm.
and my job is to make basketball better in Dallas and to continue to do it. And and I've had like, me and Tim Martin used to do stuff together. Me and Mike Hill used to work under me. Now he's got a gym. Like at the end of the day, you do this because you want to leave a mark on basketball wherever you're from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people make more money than other people. Some people, I've had a blessing to train number one picks and all stars. I've been in the gym with Carmelo Anthony, Derrick Rose, and I've been blessed beyond blessed. Um, but there are people that have trained, Kobe and Bron, and
Right.
I do, and I want to do. I'm like, damn, I want to train Kobe or Bron,
Mm-hmm.
right? But at the end of the day, like you leave your mark on it, and you try to be the best you can at it, and um, it to me, it's not about clout. I hope if you get a good high school kid, post him. Maybe a NBA guy or a WNBA girl will see it and they'll want to come and work with you. Just be ready for that moment, because when that moment comes, that might be the one moment you get, and just be prepared at it. Um, but man, I love Dallas, man. You Houston, I don't, man, not so much, dog. No, I'm playing, bro. It's all love everywhere. I appreciate you letting me come on here, man. I gotta go put my daughter to sleep.
All right,
Um,
appreciate you, man.
but it's all love, and anybody that's watching, anybody, man, my gym is always open. My DMs. Anybody who
Hey, where
is
you
out.
live at?
I live in Dallas, man. I live out here in
You got
Dallas.
a gym?
Yeah, I got a gym out here. Pop out.
No, no. Congratulations, man.
God,
Again,
God.
great trainers. Oh, shit.
Nah. Hey,
Hey, I'm just saying.
hey.
Hey, how long you been in the game? You said 14 years.
Yeah, I coached Division One, and then
How long
I
it
just started doing this.
took you to open that gym?
Whoo, boy. Uh, 10 years.
And you opened it because you trusted, you believed in it, the brand. You knew what it was gonna do.
Yeah, you gotta believe in
You
yourself, and
gotta
you gotta take
believe.
chance. You gotta take chances.
You gotta believe. You got chances make champions, man. You gotta believe, man.
Hey, 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 whenever you're in Dallas, you gotta come through the spot.
I'm coming, bro. I'm coming. I like owners, man. I like businessmen.
I hear you.
I'm gonna
I
be
hear
there.
you. I hear you. No, it's all love, man. Appreciate you, my guy.
Right on.
Always.
All right,
Keep doing your thing, bro.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What I like owners, I like business.
You gotta believe, man. It
Well,
can.
boy.
You gotta believe, AK.
Listen, man. Hold on.
Nobody gonna believe you
You
got to
gotta
for sure.
believe, man. I'm gonna
I'm
ask you
trying
something,
to sit.
They don't.
Eddie Kane.
If they don't see the vision, Will, you still
Eddie
gotta
Kane,
believe.
did you see the vision and I'm coming, Inc.?
Oh, I still see it every day.
Come on, man. You gotta believe,
Every day.
man.
Hey man, what up,
You
man? What up, Flay? God damn.
Oh man, y'all on one tonight.
Yeah, you
Bro.
champions,
gotta
man. Champions,
believe.
man.
Y'all
So
on one
I get
tonight.
that. Yeah, they didn't
what
believe in. They didn't believe in up next at first. Will they didn't believe in Young Lefty at
Come
first when I first
on,
started
man.
at
That's what
17.
I'm saying, man.
so takes like,
Yeah,
do you believe you have to own your own gym to be a great trainer?
Um, I think ultimately it depends on what you're looking for, right? So if you're looking to make an impact, you have to look at how are you going to make the biggest impact? And most of the time, if you're going to make the biggest impact, is going to be opening your own spot. Do I think it's necessary? Not necessarily, but for each is that's going to vary based on, what your goal might be. You know what I mean? For me personally, I want to make the biggest impact.
Come on now. Come on, man.
So you
Come
don't
on,
think
man.
you don't think you can make a big impact if
That's
you don't have your own gym?
not what he's saying.
I'm
I think
asking
that
a
you,
question, Will.
I think that you can make, I think that you can make an impact, right? But
Okay.
the impact is going to be smaller than what you can do if you kind of,
I
He wants the whole
disagree.
loaf, not just a
yeah.
slice.
I disagree.
He wants the whole loaf, not just a slice.
But I feel like,
No, listen, trust me. I've been on both sides, right? So I've been, jumping from gym to gym.
mhm.
I've been working under people at their gym. I've got my own gym. Like, so it really depends on the impact that what that you want to make and how you plan to make that impact. Like some people are okay just um I got away from coaching because I felt I can only impact 12 people at a time.
Ooh, I
Let
don't,
him talk.
No,
huh?
Let him finish.
I disagree.
Watch where he
Okay,
going with this.
so
I know
Okay,
where he
yeah,
going with
go.
this.
because
okay.
when I was an AAU coach, most of the times I was sticking with that group. That group would follow me from sixth grade to seventh grade to eighth grade, and I was only making an impact amongst those young ladies, right? So I was okay with it,
Mm-hmm.
but I felt like my voice was bigger. I felt like my impact could be bigger, and I felt like I just don't want to just be limit myself and the difference that I can make to just these 12 people.
Bingo.
You talking about just in that
See,
moment?
like my this is where
I
this is
felt
where
the
I have
Yes.
to disagree
same way.
because impact to me is totally different. Like you could impact those 12 girls and they could do something crazy in the women's game, and now you're impacting way many people from
Yeah.
that one situation, bro. You could impact so many people
No,
from
that's
coaching those. You see what I'm saying? Impact is
no,
way
Nah,
greater.
Eddie,
I agree
Whatever
with
you
that.
Lefty, I don't agree with that, Lefty.
what will so look. Let's just say you and Santeria, y'all too, could impact the whole world just from anything, bro, off anything. What do you
No,
mean?
I get that. I think that, and you're not wrong.
You don't
You're
have
not
to
wrong in
necessarily
saying that.
be there physically to
Yeah.
impact
Hold
people,
up.
bro.
I'm
What is
with Lefty on
Ashley
that one.
talking about? Reason I stopped coaching.
She said she felt like basically
The
what
same thing.
same
Yeah,
thing. Yeah,
she
I'm
basically what
telling you,
could
Gary
only
said.
impact
bro.
this.
I'm telling you.
That's I think that's it's for some people that's okay. Like you could feel like okay, I'm gonna change this person's life and this person is gonna change the next person's life. To me, that was a slower process than I was willing to take. I don't want to just wait for these 12 people to now turn around and go make an impact. I want to impact 100
So
people at one
define
time.
impact for me then, because
You don't feel
I'm
so
off
you
with
don't
you
feel
what
like
y'all
Coach
mean by
K.
impact.
You don't feel like Coach K made an impact on thousands or millions of people, or Pat Summit made
over
thousands on.
over
Let's just say
time, but that's a
trainers.
different
You don't feel like
And
that's a different
Kaylin
and to
Clark's
be honest
trainer
with
is impactful
so you said
just by
you talking about
training
K,
her?
right?
Coach K, yeah, Coach K.
Can I be honest with you?
Mhm.
Half of these players don't even know who she is.
No, I'm saying Coach K, like the boys, Coach K.
Oh,
Do
I thought you was.
well, yeah, there's only one.
He don't
There's only
even
one
know who
Coach
Coach
K we
K
talking
is.
about.
No, I
Yeah, but
thought you was talking about this other coach.
Oh,
that's
No,
Okay,
no,
yeah.
no.
that's different, right? So he's been in the game for 30 years, and over that 30 years, he's had to
dinosaur.
at,
What you say, Lefty?
Dinosaur. What do you say, Will?
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
but he's had to impact 12 people at a time, right? In essence, 12, well, 15, 15, 18 people at a time, and then wait another year to impact another different people. Now, I guess if you're considering
That's what
the
I don't
impact
know,
his
bro. I got a different take on
if you're
that.
considering the impact that he had as far as being a public figure, that's a different story.
How though? That's
I,
part of
I feel
impact.
like just because you try to like, okay, like
Because the
just
impact
because you
that he
leave what you're doing doesn't mean that you're gonna be impactful faster. Like I
But what
don't.
all comes
I
with
just
impact with you,
yeah. Like
Lefty?
what do you
I know what
what
comes
do y'all define as
with impact
impact?
with me.
What do you define as
Yeah,
impact?
what
Then
do you
let's
define as impact?
yeah.
My my
Maybe
my.
that's my big
so
question.
Go ahead.
I guess for me, I'm looking at, all right, this area or these people, or no, you know what? I'll take it even a step further. The women's game, when I came into it,
Mm-hmm.
was an underserved place. And my impact was, how can we raise this product, or how can we raise this level so that everybody appreciates it, everybody values it, and everybody understands how much these individuals are worth versus uh, just trying to make this person a better person. So for me, it was more of, and it's expanded since then, but how can I make my impact, or um my legacy felt by making a change in my specific area for the girls game.
Hmm.
And that's me. Now, for the as far as,
So you
you
feel
know
like you
uh,
couldn't create a legacy coaching the same 12 girls.
I could, because I know that those 12 girls could go on to do amazing things. But what
So is that
So
not
I'm
you
saying,
the impact you're trying to make, or is that not big
n-
enough for you?
no, it's not big enough for me, because
Okay.
I know in the time that it would take me to work with those 12 girls, I could use that same time and work with 300.
okay.
So
That's a valid point. So
hold on,
he
hold on.
basically,
I'm
oh,
still confused, bro. I'm
no,
still
so
lost
what?
because how
I get what he's saying
could
though.
you not still? You can still train and do certain stuff while coaching. You can't do both, or is that just too much? Or maybe I'm thinking too much.
No, I think that for so let me preface this by saying I never realized training was a thing. Um, I was coaching, but when I was coaching, I was never an X and O guy. I was never um, a playbook guy. I was more of, we're going to spend the next hour of practice doing these ball handling drills. We're going to spend the next hour of practice doing these type of finishes. So that's how I was coaching, until I realized, wait a second, I'm not even, I'm not, I'm not really coaching. I'm really preparing these kids to get to another level, while
Mm-hmm.
also, and for, it was beyond the basketball court for me. So how do I get this young lady who is not confident and worried about how she presents herself to other people, and timid to speak in class? How do I get her to be the best version of herself? And for
So you
me,
don't
that
feel like
was,
the best way to really do that at a real quality high level is with on the team with 12 people, like
no,
versus
no,
300. Like
Yeah, because
how
you're teaching
it's way
camaraderie.
harder to teach 300 people. You know,
not
or am
for
I
not
tripping?
for me, not for me. I can pour into all 300 of those kids. Now,
The same?
I gotta disagree. 300
Hold on,
kids
hold
learning
on,
the
hold
same
on,
way.
hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I gotta.
Hear me out.
That's what now you
Listen,
lost me on that one.
no, 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 no. Um, what's my guy's name?
Lefty.
Uh, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
Mike from Pittsburgh,
Mike
football
from
coach
Pittsburgh.
Mike
for
Flynn.
Mike.
Mike
No,
Flynn.
Mike
no, no,
Tomlin.
no. Mike Tomlin.
Oh.
Hmm.
Mike Tomlin put it perfect when he said, "I'm going to open myself up to everybody. I'm going to allow everybody to understand that I can be intimate with you if you want to receive that intimacy. If you want to receive it, I'm open to it and I can give it to you. Not everybody's going to want that. So out of those 300 kids, maybe only 30 want it, but I have to allow myself to be open to all of them in order to receive that."
You can't
I
you couldn't
don't
do
know,
that.
bro.
You couldn't
I
do
maybe
that
I don't know.
for
I don't know
other
how to think
kids if
about
you were
that. I thought
coaching.
that's too complex for me.
No, you just can't. So if you're coaching, think about it, right? You're spending um, 2 days in the gym at the very least with a
You
practice.
talking about
Let's just say
if
two.
you was an AAU
If
coach?
you're an AAU
Yeah.
coach, you're spending two days in practice. You're spending a whole weekend in games. Not
Mm-hmm.
every weekend, I get that part, but in the season, there's so much that goes into that I could use that same time
Mm-hmm.
and open myself up to 300 kids. I can be available Monday through Saturday
Mm-hmm.
from from 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock to
I feel
all
like
of
you
those
running
kids.
yourself
But
dry at that. That's a
but
lot. That's a lot of people, bro. You're
no,
gonna need a
but
Why is that?
team
he's
for
run no,
sure.
but he's running a full business. He's not saying just him. He has a staff. He has a team.
Oh, okay,
He has a
okay.
team. It's no way he can do. It's no way he can manage 300 people by himself.
No.
But those
So that's
people
what I'm
that's under
saying.
him, hold up, Lefty. Those people that's under him, they have the same vision as what he has.
So what
Okay.
if he had he was a director of the AAU team?
You
Yeah.
don't have that
You
same
don't have that
impact because you're
same
you're not you're
because
not
those people not gonna have the same vision as you. I
you're
don't
not
care what you say.
accessible. You're not accessible.
How come you're not going to be accessible?
What?
If you're not,
I'm off. That's
if you're
too
the
complex for
if
me.
you're the
Y'all too
athletic
complex for me.
director, I mean, I say
If you're
athletic director. If
the
you,
So
athletic
Lefty,
director, what do you give me the I guess
because you
the
the
role of
AAU
the athletic
director,
director.
the coach gonna have the same vision that I have. He gonna have the same. He gonna have the same.
If you're the
You know,
director, you
go
morals. He
built
gonna
the
stand
team.
the
You
to
same
lit the
way.
win.
the organization is yours.
The goal
You
Yeah, but
I
that
build
don't
the.
mean
I
he stand
understand
for.
that.
That
I
don't mean he
understand that.
stand for what
But
I
you
stand
pick the
for.
coach. You pick the team. That's like picking your
Yeah, but
staff
that
the
don't
same
mean he
time.
stand for what I stand
You
for, Lefty.
I
Will,
don't think you hear me. Listen,
Le-
hold on, listen real quick. Hold
he,
on, listen real quick. If I'm the director, just explain to me what my day-to-day role is
as the director.
as the director.
Uh, director, you probably talking to coaches. You probably making sure everything running smooth. You trying to make sure everything going right for practice. Making sure everything's pretty much paid for, hotel
yeah,
fees and
yeah.
Okay.
traveling
So
is.
what is my interaction with the players on a day-to-day basis? What is my interaction with the parents on a day-to-day basis? Not just the coaches. What is my interaction with those people as a director?
You gonna be at practice. You should. I mean, you
yeah,
should be at
you
practice.
should. That's what I'm
You should
saying.
be at
You have
practice.
well access to
You're
all
gonna
the teams
you're
because you're
gonna
not
travel to
coaching
the
the
You're not.
What's
team.
events.
wrong, Eddie
You
Kane? I'm gonna tell you why you.
I'm
So
not
so
let me tell y'all
understanding
why
y'all
y'all
logic
wrong.
listen
at
to
this
me.
point.
Listen to me. If I'm let's my name is Jaleel
Hmm.
and I'm on Coach Smith's team. My relationship with Coach Smith is way different than my relationship with the director of a program. It's
Way
way
different.
different.
I get what you mean. I get what
And
you
and,
mean
and
on that.
I'm gonna take it a step farther, Eddie Kane. I came into this thing. I had 9 boys AAU teams. I don't know if you remember this.
No, I
I
remember you.
flew them. I flew them to Denver. I flew them to Miami to play balling on the beach. This one Gracious played for me, the one you interviewed.
Hmm.
I had 9 teams. My coaches didn't have the same vision as me. When I came in, I poured into these young fellas, man, of what I went through as a kid, like just pouring life skills into them. The coaches didn't want to hear that. But the boys wanted to hear that. They didn't have the same vision as me. So I had to start walking people out my program because they didn't see what they wasn't in it for what I was in it for.
But you hired them.
Don't
That's
matter. They
what
don't
I'm
have the same
saying.
vision as me.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
No,
doesn't matter.
so
They don't have
no,
the
see,
same vision as me.
I
That's what
feel
I'm saying. You pick
I've
your staff at the end of the day. Like, whatever
this
you
is
do,
Exactly.
you're going to pick your
So you
staff,
It
didn't
does.
regardless.
interview
listen.
them. You
Yes,
didn't do none of
but
So
That's what I'm
they're not.
saying.
It doesn't matter. They don't have the same vision.
So
it's
then if you
a lot
did the
harder.
300 kids, so if you did the 300 kids stuff, then what about you picking your staff then and they don't see the same vision? You pick the staff, regardless.
It's different, man. It's different, man. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you why it's different. I'm gonna tell you why it's different. I picked those guys to come work for me,
them.
right?
Mhm.
I picked them to come work for me. I had a vision when I opened the gym. I started off with one team. I only wanted one team. I wanted the elite
Mhm.
team. I bought them all shoes, Nike gear. I did everything. Once I had a recording man, once I pushed those videos out because content sells. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Parents started coming from the Caucasian, from the Indians. Everybody started coming wanting to play for me. And they wanted to play for me, man, because they heard me on videos. How I'm gonna send you the video how I was talking to the boys, how I was loving on them. But the coach that I had him in there, bro. You can see the hate in his eyes, and he worked for me. You can see the hate.
You hired him.
You don't.
That's what I'm saying.
You
It
Why
see,
don't
it's
you
doesn't matter.
hire
it,
someone
He
else?
sold it
no,
to me, and he sold it to me. He didn't have to be. You know why? Because the boys had a better connection with me than him, and I never wanted to be the coach. I was just overseeing, man. I
So
was,
you find
it,
people that got the same vision as
but they
you.
That's
still
what I'm
no.
saying.
Listen,
But Eddie
hold on,
Kane, you don't
What am
understand
I?
it, bro.
Look,
Am I tweaking right now?
No, Lefty, you ain't tweaking on that one,
No,
bro.
Eddie Kane.
hold
So
on. No,
you think Coach Taylor got the same vision as Ray Cardwell?
Oh, because they he on the iPhone. I mean, we don't know until we
See,
find out.
no. He hired him. He hired him. So he must. Eddie Kane, don't beat around the bush with me, Eddie Kane. He
I'm not.
hired him. So he
What's
got
the question?
he should
What's the
have the
question?
same vision as he should be moving off of Ray Caldwell vision. How can you say that when he just left Pro Skills under his brother over there with Earl, and that's a totally different vision than Ray Caldwell and Earl's vision?
We don't know what conversations
It
was
doesn't.
had at
Eddie, come
all.
on,
Yeah?
Lefty,
listen.
Lefty. Let's be for
l-
real, Lefty.
He-
Lefty, how? But you
Until
saying,
you,
But
but
he
he hired
still
until
him.
you,
You
hired
just
him
asked me, Lefty,
to
why did I
flourish his
hire him?
program. He felt like he could
hold on,
uplift and flourish his program.
So
lefty.
Hey,
I don't know. Pardon my ignorance. But have you ever hired somebody?
yes, yes,
Have you ever?
yes, I have. Yes, I
does
have.
Ray G
Okay.
have the same vision as you,
Hey,
Lefty?
yes, yes. We talk every day.
Okay, but Lefty, he's not going to have exactly the same vision as you, Lefty.
How come he don't? They work in the same business.
Yeah,
We
but
They
came
building the same
together to
thing.
no,
make sudden exposure with the same vision.
yeah, but they
Wait. So was that more of a partnership or was that a
We
help
were
me
already
understand that?
doing our own thing. We already had our own thing going. Boom. We talked. We're like, bro, we doing this. We both see it the same way. We both, cut it straight. Talked about how we gonna split it.
Hmm.
Like that. That makes sense. Like
It
we
does.
both got the same vision. We both
Listen,
on one accord. We move as one.
collaborations are good. It's highly recommend collaborations, but it's a lot harder than you make it seem to find people that not only they
Yeah,
may
because
not even have the
I was
same
trying to
vision.
find it organically happen. Like it's just organic. I just believe in
And
stuff organically happening.
yes, it happens that way. But when you're looking for staff, that's a whole different thing to just find
I'm a,
somebody. One, you have to be able to
I, I just trust my
you
eyes,
have to
I'm
be
a,
bro.
able to
At the
I'm
end of
gonna
the
say this.
day.
communicate.
I'm gonna use Coach Z for an example, and he's not here, and I guarantee you won't correct this. He was with DFW, I think, probably for over 8, 9 years,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't have the same vision as Z, but they hired him. You was there for 8, 9 years, and they didn't have the same vision as you for
But
kids.
that's you as a business owner for doing that.
So
What?
you stay there 9 years and they don't see the vision?
Oh, you saying DFW didn't see the same vision as Z?
Yes. They didn't have the same
So
vision.
So
DFW
that's
should have
what
let
I'm
him
saying.
should have
Like,
let
if
him
y'all
go.
business on the line, leave. Like,
Leave.
that's all
What?
we're saying. Like, if the business on the line, they either
That's
gotta
what I'm saying.
fire
That's
him
why you
or
get
you
So
hired
leave.
and you
Like,
get
so I'm asking
fired.
you this.
fired, yeah.
So I'm asking you this. If you find out in the middle of the season, do you know how hard it is to find great coaches, good help? So you just fire them in the middle of the season. You fire them in the middle of the season. You ain't got
We,
nowhere to
we
turn.
done
Hold up. Hold
we
up.
done
Hold up.
seen
Hold
it.
up.
We done
Hold
seen
up.
it. We done
Hold
seen
up
it.
though. Hold up though. The kids have grew connections with the coach. So now you're not only hurting the kid, you're hurting the program as well because my vision not aligning, that doesn't mean the kids' visions not aligning with their coach. So now you're hurting the
There go
whole
Coach Z.
program.
Coach Z right there. Somebody, Coach Z right here.
You hurting the whole program.
I'm gonna get out because let me.
Yeah.
This is. I'm just gonna
Lefty,
get
I
out.
don't want you to get out, Lefty.
Cause
Let's see in. Let's see in. Let's see in.
I'm
Let's
about to
see in.
let him in. Hold on.
Let's
Lefty, you
see in.
off?
Let's see in. Because Lefty, not me and Lefty usually agree. He not understanding me
He
tonight.
not understanding it tonight.
I'm just, it,
Bro,
bro.
you got that. It's the reason why
So,
you get hired and you get
but,
fired, bro.
but
That's what we
why?
say. If
But
somebody
how
don't
do
see
you
my
do that in the
vision,
middle?
Listen,
bro,
So,
you got to
uh,
go.
how-
You got to
it's
go, bro.
it,
so
it's
you think they're gonna fire a college coach in the middle of the season?
Will, they ain't never did it before. Come on,
In
Will,
the
don't do
middle
that.
of the
Don't do
season,
that.
look at Huey.
Yes,
Huey over there shitting the joint up. You think they're gonna fire him in the
they
middle of
can.
the season?
They
In the
can. They can. It happened before.
it's
Eddie Kane,
it's
it's rare.
it's listen, yes, you're and technically, yes, you're absolutely right. If somebody's not doing what they're supposed to do, if they're not aligning with your vision, if they're not the right person for the job, technically you are absolutely right. They shouldn't be with the program, right? They shouldn't be with whatever it is you got going on, whether it's program, business, whatever. Now the reality of it is when you make that when you pull that trigger, you've got a lot of things that you got to deal
You
with.
affecting
And
a
the question is, are you prepared to deal with the consequences of pulling that trigger?
But that's part of being an owner, a job. That's part of it. That's part of it.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely I'm not arguing that. You're saying that when somebody doesn't align with the vision, you got to get rid of them,
Right.
which ultimately, yes, you're absolutely right. All I'm saying at least is that that is a lot easier said than done because there are not many people out here. It is very difficult and hard to find
fine help, man. Good help,
good good people with that are willing to put ego, that are willing to put
man.
pride, that are willing to
Talk
put
about it.
so many things behind in order to help you push your agenda and your vision forward.
You don't believe that, Eddie Kane?
No, no, I do agree. I'm never saying it's easy. I never said it's easy, but I do think at the end of the day, sometimes you have to make that
So,
tough decision to help your program grow,
so Eddie
your
Kane, you with
business
that
grow.
group? You. So,
You have to cut
here it is.
that
We
dead
in
limb
June.
off.
Hold up.
Come
We
on.
in June, right? We in June,
Mm-hmm.
right? All the parents. We've been playing. I got a seventh grade team. We've been playing since January, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here comes June come around. I'm like, man, I can't take this no more with the coach. I get with the parents. I tell the parents what I'm feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
What up,
can't just
Z?
fire this man in June. We ain't got nothing but 1 month left ahead of you.
Right.
How I'm gonna find some good help in 1 month? Now the kids got to learn a new coach. They got to learn a new coach. I got to introduce them to the parents. The parents may not be Eddie Kane. It's not easy as you say.
Hold on, Z. Let me take
Listen,
it.
I'm driving. I'm listening and driving, y'all.
Oh,
I'm here.
hey, Z, I got a question, Z. Turn your camera
What's
around.
up?
Turn your camera around.
Oh shit, I'm driving, man. Just
There we
go ahead
go.
and talk to me.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go, Z.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna ask you this: Z, did you have the same vision? Did DFW have the same vision as you?
No,
Come on, man. And how many years was you there, Z?
a long fucking time, bro.
Your vision for kids was totally different than theirs, right?
Yep.
Eddie Kane, and they didn't fire it because Eddie Kane, it took, bro, they let Z go at the last, bro, come on, brother. Like, make it make sense. And you know why they didn't let him go? Hold up, you know why they didn't let Z go? Because they knew how many parents and kids that Z affected, and they knew that they would probably lose a shitload of parents if Z left. Am I right or wrong, Z?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Definitely.
Dog, it's not easy as y'all talking about.
We
Oh, just
we
let him
never
go.
we never said it was easy, but that's part of business. Firing and hiring people is part of business.
But it's
Yeah. But let me tell you something, Eddie Kane. Firing good people is not a part of business.
You said, "Oh, firing good people is not part of business."
Yes. Finding motherfuckers that really care about kids is a dime a dozen, bro.
we just told
It's a bunch of motherfuckers in this industry that don't really care about kids, bro.
And I agree.
Eddie Kane, but
I
we
do
just
agree.
said this. It's
I
hard.
agree.
Find good help.
I just
Like,
think so. You gonna put up? So basically, you just saying I'm
I
gonna
got
just pull up with. I'm
to
gonna,
deal with it for right now. I got to deal with it for right now.
DFW would still be in existence right now if they'd have listened to me.
I believe that. I can vouch for that because he did tell him. I was right there. He did tell him, hey, if we can do this and we can do that, we can at least keep the contract alive for another year.
I don't know. That's tough, bro. That's
It's
tough.
not tough. It's real business. You just don't fire good help because good help is hard to, like he said, good help come a dime a dozen.
Yep.
I I agree, bro. But I think at the end of the day, bro, like if you don't like somebody or you don't agree with somebody,
No, because that
You
means
personal.
you're putting yourself in front of
Yes.
everybody else.
You put yourself in front of everybody else. That's not how this go, Eddie Kane. Because if you really care about the kids, you're not gonna do that. If are you
It's
in
a
this
lot.
for the, that's gonna tell if you in this shit for the right reason or the wrong reasons.
The reason that AAU sucks right now is there's too many egos involved. Everybody wants to take credit for every fucking single kid.
I'd even take it a
It's too
step
many
further and
egos.
say it's not AAU, it's basketball. Well,
Yeah, it's
it's youth
adults.
sports. It's youth
It's
sports.
adults. It's adults in youth sports that are fucking AAU up because they're egotistical. It's not about the kids anymore. It's not about the kids anymore. When I first got with AAU basketball, travel basketball, whatever you want to call it, it was about the kids, bro.
Hmm.
And then over the years, it started becoming about the adults.
Hmm.
And now it's more about the adults.
Yeah, it is.
I said
So
I said in an
the
interview.
kids are suffering because adults have egos and they're not consumed.
He going through a bad spot.
hmm
Eddie Kane, I'm telling you, bro. What you finna say? You said in the interview. What you finna say to Z come back?
No, I said in an interview, I said that youth sports, basketball, AAU, all of it today, and even the kids are the new handbags. They're the new designer handbags. Everybody
Explain that.
wants everybody wants the designer handbag, the best one, so that they can show it off, wear it around their neck, wear it on their back, whatever the case may be.
Okay,
And that's really what it is. These
that's true. I mean,
these
everybody do
kids ain't
want a
nothing.
nice handbag and a nice.
These kids ain't nothing but Louis bags and Gucci belts, and it's sad.
So basically, what you're saying is, motherfucker really don't even care about these kids.
No, it's about
What
how
what
can
they can get from it.
how can I wear it?
So
Oh, this
basically,
so,
it's
so
hitting
I'm
it's hit It's hidden agendas.
I'm getting I'm getting this person to Florida. I'm getting this person to West Virginia. I'm getting this person to Maryland. Man, I'm putting that on my
Shit
resume and
has
I'm
become
wearing it.
personal. Personal. Eddie Kane, you and Lefty thought we was tripping when we were saying earlier about Z come right in here and clarified, man. Like, good help coming down. I just can't let this man go, man, like that. Then I bring another sucker up in here, Eddie Kane, and he probably the next sucker I bring in, he probably like boys. He probably want to fundicate. I don't know. I ain't did no background check on this clown.
But that's what you're supposed to do before you hire somebody, though.
Eddie Kane,
You're
who's
supposed
doing
to
that?
do
Who's doing that,
what?
Eddie Kane?
And that's the problem. Ain't nobody doing it.
Who's
You
who's
ain't.
who's actually pulling
Listen,
who's actually
no,
pulling the background
you know what?
besides real
You
school?
listen.
Who
Are
is
we
this, Eddie?
we
That's
want to
right.
have a we want to have a
Hey,
real
so
conversation?
can I ask you something, Will? How long do you know this coach is like a bad coach before you be like, all right, it's time to let him go?
Man, so for me, I had hired him, and for me, man, I did this shit totally different than you would see anything. I had a signing day. Eddie Kane, I'm gonna show you. It's on my page. I archived it. I'm gonna put it back. Man, I had a signing, like a real signing day, like they were signing contracts, bro. And I can see the hate in the coach's eyes the whole time because he didn't have the same vid, but I didn't know. But I knew I loved these young fellas so much because I got a chance to do something with them that I didn't get a chance to do in my life. So I didn't want to take that joy from them, but I told my old lady, she was like, just let it play out, let it play out. We get on the plane to Denver. I'm trying to talk to him, but I can see that we don't got that connection like me and you got, Eddie Kane. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the locker room before the game. I'm telling the boys come together. I'm hugging them like Dion hug his players and we praying. Now, I got the video.
Mm-hmm.
And if Eddie Kane, on the video, you can look in his face like he was disgusted with me that the boys was connecting with me because they wasn't connecting with him
So
like that.
right then, why you didn't nip it in
Eddie
the bud?
Kane, I'm all the way in Miami. I just flew the sucker to Miami. I got him in the Fountain Blue. I got him put up in the. I'm treat. The sucker didn't ever even been to Miami. I got him, and I flew him and his wife out there. So I ain't even know Nike program. Eddie Kane, it's coming out the wheel pocket. You understand me? And you got an issue with me. What is it with? I hired you.
So
You
did
work
you
for me.
keep him after that tournament?
I talked to the boys, and they were like, Coach fat, this, that, whoa. So that last tournament we played in, I couldn't take it no more. I let him go. And I coached the team, Eddie Kane. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Man, Eddie Kane, we went out there, Eddie Kane. But I told the boys they understood. You know what I mean? They understood because they seen it. We had already been to Denver, we've been to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I flew up to New York. Bro, I wasn't even a Nike program and I was doing this. You
Mm-hmm.
know, all they had to pay was $500. They got 2 pair of Nike shoes this season, 2 uniforms with their names on the back. Nike. This is real Nike gear. I wanted to operate like I was a real Nike program.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't even had a best of players. Man, I went to balling on the beach in Miami. Man, I was getting beat by 80 points.
Wait, but that goes back to the
But I
point
didn't
that we
care
were.
about that, Eddie Kane. What I cared about is that I was impacting lives, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care about the wins or the losses. It felt good just to be around them young bulls. You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
to be around them and pour into them, man. And them boys would run through a brick wall for me, bro. You know what I mean? And they knew they was crying in the locker room because they knew how bad I wanted to win. Because I told them I never got to feel that as a kid. Like I told them, like, man, y'all doing this right now, man. It's making me feel good just to be able to y'all to give me I'm able to give y'all a platform to play on when I know y'all can't go make the Nike team. Y'all can't go
Mm-hmm.
make the Adidas team. But I want y'all to be able to feel that. The same feeling
Yeah.
they got.
That's real.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you basically kept the coach the whole season besides one tournament.
Yeah. And I did that for the boys, man. I did that for the
But
boys'
they
sake.
didn't
But
connect with him.
but it goes back to what we were saying is when you make that when you pull that trigger, you have to understand, even if you feel that way,
I'm in
even
Miami
if
with
you feel that
them. You see me, Eddie
way,
Kane. I'm in Miami with my team, man. Eddie Kane,
even if you
I
feel
thought
that
you knew
way,
I had a team. I had 9 teams. Nobody listen, Eddie Kane, and them boys still call me to this day.
What grade they in now?
Um, the last class of them, well, I had a 6th grade. The big team, they graduated. They was class of 24 and 23.
Mm,
They graduated. Couple of them went to JUCO. Gracious could have went D1. You know that. I don't know why.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But majority of them went JUCO. One of them went D2, and the rest of them, when I got out of it, and I told them I was walking away, they probably playing football now. They doing something. They doing something else. But I still reach out to them. I go to their games because I wasn't in this for any personal gain, Eddie Kane.
Mm,
I was in this for they mama still call me, reach out to me. So if what does this tell you, Eddie Kane? I had this team in 2020, and they mamas, all the mothers still reach out. What does that tell you? That I was in this for the right reasons, right? If the parents are still reaching out, they give me a Christmas gift. One of the parents give me a Christmas gift every year. I wasn't in this. I wasn't looking for money. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just wanted to give some. I just wanted to help some young men that I knew would never even have a chance to play on a Nike or Adidas or Under Armour circuit. But I wanted them to feel that walking through the airport, walking through
mm.
the airport with their Nike bags on, having a good time. Eddie Kane. That's what it was about, Eddie Kane. You see that, Eddie Kane? Look, the boys had Nike Techs, everything. Man, I
Yeah.
did that for them, man. I did that for them, Eddie Kane. It wasn't about nothing. I did that for them young boys, man. Like I wanted them to feel that, bro. That's why I say, like he say, good people come a dime a dozen. I knew I wasn't gonna never Eddie Kane. I never find nobody like me, like me.
I,
They got the
I,
heart like
I
me.
don't I don't think you ever I don't think anybody in that's a
That's why.
owner,
So
business owner
so how
ever
can I say when you say how
I
can I
think
find somebody when you say a
you can find
vision
somebody close
to,
though. You can find somebody
with the
close.
same vision as me?
Yes. It's people
Eddie
out there.
Kane, I've hired
Yes,
people. Hold
bro.
up, Eddie Kane. Look,
no,
I've hired people at my gym, Eddie Kane, and how I would operate with my own child, Shanteria. I would push balls on her head and, you know, push her down. Bro, people would get mad at me in there. Man, he's a beauty. No, man, I'm getting my kid prepared for what's ahead. And if you don't like it, you can leave. Like, you know, and I feel like I knew they wouldn't, even the parents, I would cuss the young bulls out. The parents would call me, hey, he just left home. Eddie Kane, I was out at 3 in the morning looking for a kid. That's what this shit is about, man. The mama called me. Hey, he ran away from home, Coach Will. I went and found him.
But you can find people, Lefty said you can find people that fit
hold on.
that are in it for the right
Yes,
reason. You can
y-
find people
But
like
they
that,
come a
yes.
bro.
dime a
Y- y-
dozen.
hold on, but you can,
But it's
but
not a lot of people gonna be like Will. Nobody's
but
gonna be doing all that for the kids.
you're
Like
absolutely right.
that's
Hey,
big brother.
they
That
just
go back. That's going back to like '80. Like that's the big brother of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like that's OG of the neighborhood. Like you people business. If you talk business, nobody's doing that. Like if you ain't paying, we ain't doing all that for
You
you.
gotta,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta,
So that's from the
you
heart.
gotta, you gotta be able to now find somebody like that that's passionate like that, that now has communication skills, that now knows how to work or have good customer service.
Hmm.
They've got to have all of these other tangibles along with having that passion. That's what makes it so hard. Like having a passion, yes, I find many
Yeah.
passionate people,
Yeah.
but you can find passionate people that don't like to work. You can find passionate people that don't know how to talk to people. You can find passionate people that just are straight pricks. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you have to find all of these other things in order to make sure that your vision is complete. And it's virtually impossible to do that.
So
I won't say it's impossible,
can I ask
but it's
you on a
hard.
business? If you running a business, how long do you give a coach and be like, all right, I'm giving you 3 months to. We got a national level team. I'm giving you 3 months to show me you know how to coach this team, or do you just be like, hey, we running with you for the whole season, or how does that work if you running a business and you got these elite kids on the team
I
and they
think you
demand for a good coach?
I think you have to weigh the risks, right? So if me personally, if I'm running a business as far as a coaching type, player type, team type, I have to allow them the opportunity to get warmed up. And by that I mean you can't go into one or two tournaments and say, "Oh, okay, wait a second, this ain't the right person." I feel like you have to feel they have to get connected with the kids. I feel like they have to learn the program a little bit. I feel like there's a lot of that goes into it. So if you're
But it's
asking
like,
me,
what's the outcome? Like, y'all keep saying this and that. Like, first off, you're not gonna find no perfect client. That's why people get fired and hired every time. But it's like you can find someone close or somebody young that's passionate, like who can grow. But I feel like y'all trying to find the perfect client in everybody.
Yeah.
That shit just unrealistic. Y'all, that's just
no,
very
no,
unrealistic.
I don't think so. I think that you have to find what is acceptable to you. Like you can find not you can find somebody that's reliable, but now what is the baggage that comes with them that is detrimental to your program or detrimental to your business? That's what you have to really understand. I could have the person that is may not be the perfect person, but knows how to deal with people, but their training sucks. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, which of those evils are you willing to deal with to keep things afloat?
Yeah, but it's like Will, they can. I'm just saying, like Will saying he's just passionate, bro. They can still be passionate, but their approach is totally different than Will.
Right,
It's
Yeah.
not.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think that it
everybody
has.
approach is different,
I don't
but
think that it has
the
to
outcome
be.
is still about the kids at the end of the day. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I don't think that the approach needs to be the same. I'm going to talk to people differently. I'm going to pour into a kid differently than somebody next to me is going to pour into a kid, right? Um, there's some non-negotiable, right? If I'm trying to build a positive environment, I can't hire somebody that's pouring into to kids, but uses a more negative approach. There's going
Yeah.
to be some non-negotiables that it comes with that, but you can find people that have the right idea, but just handle it in their way. That's acceptable.
So I look at it like Chick-fil-A. They have a standard when they hire people.
Hmm.
You gotta abide by it, or they gonna fire you.
Or
And
they
it's a
gonna
system.
fire you, bro. Like, come
Bro,
But it's
Chick-fil-A,
not,
on, bro.
no,
every time, what you gonna
Dog,
hear? My
if
pleasure.
we hire somebody
My
for sudden
pleasure.
exposure and it's not aligned with what me and Ray G own, bro, we're firing them. It's that simple.
no. What?
Mm.
How is it not that simple?
Bro, if you work for Chick-fil-A, bro,
Because
you know every time you know. That's why Chick-fil-A runs so smooth. Because they
yes,
have a standard for what when they hire
Exactly,
you.
bro. That's what I'm saying.
yes, but
Yeah, and every Chick-fil-A worker is not
So
gonna have the
it's
same vision as the owner,
Same
bro.
vision,
no,
so
yo.
lefty,
but it's
Like,
not.
what?
lefty. So how long do it takes for you to be like, all right, I gotta let him go?
Once you see, for me, once you see that, like, let's just say the situation, Ed knows the situation. Let's just say I had a situation with a cameraman who I thought was locked in, but he was in it for the wrong reasons. And once I realized he's gone,
Mm.
Okay,
and
let
Now
me
you
ask you
talk
this
about
though.
a
been
coach.
pushing.
What if you hiring a coach? How long do you be like, all right, I gotta let this coach go? Like how? Like what grace period do you give him?
So are we talking about AAU season?
Yeah, let's say
So
AAU national
AAU.
team.
So
So if
AAU,
I have
He
an elite
expected to
team,
win.
if
Yeah.
I have an elite team and I expect them to win, like I'm gonna give them grace the first two tournaments. You know, like if we
damn,
competing,
true.
Nah,
He don't get a
bro,
season.
because you got 6 games, bro. You get
Hey,
six
he don't get a
Oh,
games,
you
bro.
got
season.
No, there's more than six. There's more than
Are you
six.
probably gonna
Ain't
play
nobody doing just
about?
6 games.
I
now.
mean, if you
Six
got a competitive
tournaments.
team, oh no, 6 tournaments. I'm talking about yeah, that's a lot of games. That's like 12 games. Let's
So
just
he
say
got
Oh, you
12
because
games.
you think it's like what
oh,
you play the
two
four turn four.
tournaments, two
He
tournaments. That's like
got
6 games. If
he
you're a
got
good
two
team, you're
tournaments.
gonna just play 3 showcase games, bro, and
Oh
keep it
yeah,
pushing.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So that's
yeah.
6 games, bro. And I feel like if y'all competing and y'all looking good, like we gonna keep it rolling. And the team making strides, like and the chemistry right. I'm keeping y'all there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm about
Hold,
kids getting scholarships at the end of
hold
the
on.
day. Nobody cares about rings if nobody gets
that's a
scholarships.
fact.
I need I,
I don't.
I need to go back to this Chick-fil-A thing.
Chick-fil-A got a standard.
Yes, you're
Oh
Yeah, come on,
absolutely
bro.
right. Okay, so
shit.
how many people do you feel as though you can teach how to make the fries in
It's
Chick-fil-A?
not just about making the food
I'm
though.
oh I'm asking though. I'm asking.
How many people do you feel like you can teach
Can,
to make the fries at
A
Chick-fil-A, like
lot.
you said?
You
A lot
you
of
can
people.
teach a
You can
lot.
teach the whole world.
okay.
This pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that that is easier to teach than teaching somebody the standards of good day, ma'am? How's your day, ma'am? Thank you for your order, ma'am. Which of those two is easier?
The fries.
The fries for sure.
Yeah, the
Okay.
fries.
All right. So now, in a basketball sense,
Hmm.
how many people do you feel as though you can teach to train a kid or to
Nobody.
coach a kid?
Nobody. I told you that. I told you no,
That I feel
nobody.
like that's also a
Some
field
people
thing.
got
Like
it,
some
some people
people
don't.
don't. Yeah, like that's also a field thing,
So
bro.
you're
Yeah.
telling me that if I'm Chick-fil-A, I can just deal with the standard, and that's what
See,
it is.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I need you, you can also go rebound. Anybody can go rebound. Go rebound and get the kid rebounds. Give them the good passes. Anybody can do that. Exactly. Anybody can make the fries,
But
bro. Like,
but
Well,
you
but
gotta
that's
play
not
your
now
role, bro. It's about playing your role to ultimately get the vision, bro. Not everybody's gonna have the main role to call shots and do that, bro. Like, that's why you gotta really do your research on people, bro, before you hire them. You're not finna
y'all got
just
that one.
hire anybody.
Y'all
I'm
got
sorry,
that
I'm
one.
nothing, bro. I'm not gonna just hire nobody. I need to see that resume. Like, what we saying?
No, you're absolutely right, but I'm saying that I guess what we're saying is that they're very, very few pickings. It's like to find somebody that can do fries, I have a large pool to pick from.
Okay.
To find a trainer or a coach that knows what they're doing, but then has the standard of what we're looking to do,
Hmm.
yeah,
that's a
that's hard.
much smaller pool than to just say, okay, I gave you 2 tournaments, you got to go.
If the
But
whole
I
team was
wouldn't hire
with
you
it,
if you
yeah, I
didn't
hire
already
you.
have experience though.
Yes, that's what
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
hire you if you didn't have basketball
See,
knowledge or
I
experience.
I ain't gonna. It depends. Like for me, let's just say like for Will, boom. If he knew, if I just see him politic, how he talk in the room, that's what you do for us. Don't do nothing else. You see what I'm saying? Like. Like it's that simple. Like I don't understand like why you making. I'm not gonna put you in a role that you're not good at.
Right.
Like
Right.
if you're
Yeah.
not good at something, I'm not putting you there. I'm putting you what you're best at,
You're
and you're
you're
gonna excel at that.
you're absolutely right. I
I'm like,
think
I don't feel like that's. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
no, you're not tripping. That's right. What we're saying is the pool of people to pick from.
So all y'all saying is basically the pool is way smaller to pick
Absolutely.
from to have the same vision as the
Eh,
organization.
Oh,
Not
yes.
even just you, just the organization.
And now take that pool and limit it to a 30-mile radius.
Okay. That's a good point.
That's it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So did I win?
I don't believe it's the win thing. I feel like people, you
And
you you
also,
get people organically. For me, that's just how I
but
That's
do it.
money
For me,
talk. If you paying your people,
come
you can
on,
find good
bro.
people.
Come
A
on,
lot of
bro.
people. I be having these conversations with like a lot of these old heads, and they be
But
expecting
people still
people to do
got
this shit
bills,
for
bro.
free. You know what I'm
Bills and
saying?
worries.
Like,
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
yeah,
you're
That's
they
a
be
absolutely
fact.
trying to
right.
pay you. They be trying to not pay you. You know what I'm saying? But
No, that's a fact.
like, if you paying your people, you can find good people.
Yeah.
Bro, if
You're
everybody taken care of and straight, bro,
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
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 just my opinion,
So
bro. But I
that's a
could be
perfect
wrong.
world. That's a perfect world. That's a perfect world. In a perfect world, I'd have the money to afford the best people that can support my vision.
But I mean, I don't think a coach is expected to make a lot in the summertime though, as a AAU coach. That's just me
but
outside.
that's that could be part of the problem. Like, you ain't gonna find too many good coaches. You ain't paying them
Will,
nothing.
I can't lie, Will, you just came in the game
You
too
ain't paying them
unexperienced.
nothing.
Like you just came in just guns blazing, just went too. I feel like you went too hard first. Three bands, like start up a new team, mom, coach.
Is
You
three
saying
is three
three
bands
bands?
for AAU season? That's a lot.
I feel like that is, bro. It depends on where are you playing at, bro. He flying you everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm lit.
yeah,
He flying you everywhere I'm turned, bro.
yeah.
Oof.
I mean, like I said, I see y'all point from that perspective. Like it's always going to be a small pool of people, just because based off your vision of how you see the company
Of
or you see
course.
the organization. So, but I feel like at the end of the day, like you still choose those people, whether that's a 50-mile radius, whether that's a 20-mile radius.
No,
Like,
you're absolutely right.
still
I guess
choose
what I'm
those people.
trying just to get you guys to understand is like it sounds perfect, right? The person's not fitting out. The person's not fitting. That's it's not working, right?
Mm-hmm.
The variables that come with that are what you now have to take into consideration. Let's take it off of coaching for a second and let's just take my training business.
Mm-hmm.
If I let go of somebody in my staff,
Mm-hmm.
I have to now give those hours to somebody else.
Right. Right.
What if now I have to worry about this person? Okay, she can't take this many hours because she has a family at home. I can't
Mm-hmm.
take these many hours because I have a family at home. So now it comes down to I could either deal with the situation at hand that's may not even be that serious. It just doesn't align with the vision and
So
help me
that's what
get
I'm
where I
saying.
need to
How are
get.
you getting that far to where they're getting that many hours in your gym before you figure out they don't align with your visit?
Um,
He said,
I
I
think that's
paid the coach 3,000 for the seat. Hey,
I
Will
think
was talking going crazy.
Damn, weird, man.
uh is I mean is different for every situation, but and I think that every situation, I mean every business is going to be a little bit different. The things that you
And that's
offer
to
your
say every kid is aligned with y'all vision. Like, what if every kid, like how Will said they losing by 80? What if every kid not trying to lose by 80,
Yeah.
bro? Every coach not trying to lose
that's
by
So,
80. They
so I
mad.
look. So I look at it like this, though. I look at it like this. All right. So, say for instance, I know I'm probably getting. Say for instance, I'm working at this restaurant, right, or I'm working at this gym or whatever, and I got two strikes. I got two write ups, right? You don't think that job is looking for applications? Like, you know what I'm saying? They kind of already putting in the process of me pretty much going to mess up again.
Yeah, like if
You
you finna fire somebody, he's definitely done some
know,
extra
like,
stuff
you know
before
what I'm
you
saying?
get
Like,
to
you
the point of that.
know that you're going to let somebody go.
Those
So it's just
are
a
facts.
so you kind of preparing yourself as a sense as a business owner or as an owner to be able to bring somebody else in to take that spot.
I think that's moving the goalpost a little bit, but
Okay.
I do I do understand what you're saying. And yes, you are preparing for that moment, but it doesn't get rid of the fact like now you have to find somebody to fill that role in a small pool of people that may not necessarily be looking. They may not be looking to do whatever it is that you're looking for. It's not like I'm I got a data entry
Hmm.
job position that I'm looking to fill.
Right.
I'm looking to fulfill either a coaching position, a trainer position, which again, not everybody's looking for that because they got bills to pay.
Yeah.
Well, I gave my coaches 3,000 for the season. I
Hey,
paid for
Will,
they
you trying to start your team back?
man. I paid. Now hold up, Lefty. Listen, if they have significant others, they got to come for on a free flight, and they got
Mm,
5-star hotels.
mm-mm. So you was Boo Williams for real.
And you don't have the same vision as Will. That I don't get that. Like I'm looking out for your spouse. You Lefty. I came in the game. I
Guns
wanted to be
blazing.
like
You
a
went
Nike
all in.
program.
Yeah, you went all in. You should have got elite players,
I
bro.
it Lefty. That shit hard, man.
Yeah, I
I
ain't gonna lie. You can't get no league. You yeah,
On the
he ain't
girl
getting
Not
side,
no.
when
you might be able to rock with it though. You
no,
might have been able to do
not
it on the girl side, bro. For
not when
you
you
might be able
just
to
not
find
when
you a
you
gym, get you
let,
a
let me
rook
no,
tight.
let me tell
What?
y'all something. Let me tell
not
y'all
when you
something.
just opening up.
Let me tell y'all something. And Eddie Kane can attest to this because Chavez is done now. Me, Sonny, and Richard was finna start our own team. Am I lying, Eddie Kane?
Yeah.
And why did y'all do it?
Man, politics. Man, listen. I had 50,000 on the table that I was gonna put up to start their own program.
Dog, y'all, this is my logic. Every coach in the country is coming to watch y'all regardless. Y'all have Leo
Listen,
Chavez,
we
bro.
had our team name was Team Aftermath. We made flyers, bro.
Mhm.
We was gonna make a drop. Eddie came to record the practice.
Oh, that practice. Y'all don't want to hear about that practice.
Y'all had a practice.
Nobody knew about it.
See, if y'all would have popped out, that team would have been live, bro. Y'all would have got a deal, bro. Easy.
I
uh,
told Sonny, man, we should have stuck with it.
Y'all would have got a deal easy. Y'all have Leo Chavez, bro.
Eddie, I'm
What?
finna pop out. You can let my man in.
I bet.
Uh,
Yeah, you tweaked with that. Y'all tripped with that. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I had it on the table, ready to go.
We had it on the
See, I
table.
would.
Oh, we had it on the table. Hey, we met up at the hotel and everything. We was at the bro. I got a picture of all of us at the round table. Eddie Kane too.
Cheerio
Eddie
there,
Kane.
fellas.
Y'all
Listen,
What up,
tweaked,
Jay?
bro.
Eddie Kane was gonna be on
Man.
payroll to record everything.
First off, let me shout out my man Will. My peoples was down Texas, Slim. One phone call, he took care of me. I never forget that, Brody, on my mama's soul. Hey, Lefty, you that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's
And
the word, gangster?
hey, Eddie Kane,
Yo.
you Himothy. You know what I'm saying? So you Himothy, Slim.
Appreciate you.
But the topic of the night was training, right?
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, we got a real deal trainer on the line. I couldn't hop on earlier because I was at another kid's senior night who hit 1,000 points. That's 11 in 2 years,
Okay.
but who's counting? You know what I'm saying? And I really don't like touching kids. And what I mean by their games, like I don't really. If you pass 7th grade, I don't like dealing with those habits that you've already developed, which are normally laziness and attitudes. They kind of go hand in hand because some kids, right? They go with these trainers who kind of let them do anything that they it's kind of look good for the camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when that cone start moving in the game and shit, and you wondering why, you know what I'm saying? You can't hit nothing but open shots. Well, it's your trainer.
It's your
You know what I'm
trainer.
saying? It's your trainer. I slides my puppies. You hear me? I'm in there from 2 to 9 p.m. every day, sliding my motherfucking puppies. I'm 6'6". If you can shoot and make shots over me, I promise you can make some shots over some little girls.
Mhm.
And that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I ain't gonna let you just fry me now. You understand what I'm saying? So, that, and then I seen Will say something in the comments like, these dudes coming past, and I'm gonna be real. That shit y'all like borderline pedophilia, however you say it, right? When they come and they get these kids probably like 10th grade year
Mhm.
and act like they known them their whole life and shit like that. Like
That's
that shit,
weird.
yeah, that shit weird. Like that shit don't sit well with me, bro. Cause it's like you really don't give a fuck about that kid. You give a fuck about what they could do for you. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Now, if you come into a kid life 10th grade year and you drop that bag on her, that's a different story for me. You know what
But
I'm
like,
saying? Like,
boom, I gotta let's just say this, boom.
okay.
You got a kid, an elite kid, boom, you come in a situation 10th grade, but you give them way more resources than they already had. By you becoming a trainer, you working with them now. What do you call
Are they
that?
already good?
Yeah, the kids are
Hold
already
up,
good
hold
though.
up, hold up. Okay? See, I was gonna say this. I would, I would say somebody is my kid official trainer. If they came in a situation, my kid didn't have no offers. They had resources. They helped to start get offers. They got her better. Now you have rights to say she's your kid.
Yeah,
You have the
yeah,
rights. You changed the whole dynamics of all this shit for us,
Hmm.
yeah. That's what I mean.
and you did it
But
from a
in the yeah,
and you
I
did
get
it
you
from a
though.
good space
Yeah, yeah.
Facts. Facts. Now
because
it's kids.
she's not no top 100 kid, but you took it up on your heart to say this is the kid that I want to invest my time in.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
Like she's good,
Facts.
but she's not a top
She's
100.
not a
And then when
top.
she started
Yeah.
getting under you, getting your
Facts.
resources, and now she's a top 100 kid.
Well, that's different,
That's your
right?
kid. That's
Because
your
yeah,
kid.
that's your
Yeah,
That's your
kid. Yeah,
kid.
that's your kid. Yeah, because
Cause you crawl,
you help it.
cause you crawl from the bottom to the top with that kid. You got this shit out the mud with that kid.
but this is my logic. But what if the kid was already really like that? You just kind of told more people, you know, and she just you just kind of helped out a little bit, and she just got on. But she was already good. Is that your kid?
Yeah, if you did it from a genuine place, it's
So
coming
either way,
from.
if you
Okay,
did
I
it
It's
see
from a
coming.
sis in the
non-genuine place or
comments.
not,
It's good,
if you
Ash.
did it from a non-genuine place, but
Man,
it
that
still
ain't
worked, is that
your
still your
kid, man.
kid?
That ain't your kid,
I
man.
mean,
Like,
rightfully so. None of these kids'
None of these
house, right?
kids is nobody's
Yeah,
kid,
yeah, none of
really.
these kids work.
I always tell people like my dog's probably more trained than my girls because I get to take them home. Like if I could take kids home, like I probably would have all Americans. I'm gonna just be real with you because that 24 hours around the clock, like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
Yeah,
I get to push the body a little bit more than just doing the day type shit because I believe those night hours are really the key hours for real. Like that midnight to 6 a.m. Like if you can get a workout in between them.
I'm I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For me, and y'all might take this the wrong way. I never really let trainers grow close to my kid because I know men. Like
yeah.
nigga get to text my
Mhm.
daughter on some other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
because
Yeah.
you around her so much, and you human. Now you growing real feelings for her. You know what I mean? You texting her we hours of the night. Now I got to cut you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Now I
You know what I
got
mean?
to cut you.
Now I got to cut you, man.
Yeah.
Cause man, I mean, it get that dirty, it get that nasty, Eddie
All
Kane.
right,
Yeah.
For
My
sure.
time, my cutoff time is 10 p.m.
10.
to
Nigga, mine's 9. Nigga, I'm like Eddie. I'm like what's the nigga name? Rez. My office hours are 9 to
yeah.
5.
Yeah, I
Well,
only
well,
Listen,
call.
for me,
Like
I
for
my,
really
me,
only call
my
people during the
I'm
day.
not even
I
texting
call
these
parents.
kids without their parents' consent.
Yeah, call parents. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really call
I can't
parents. I
do
talk to
it, man.
parents more than
I'm
anything.
built
Really.
different, man. I can't even do it.
well, if it's basketball related, if I don't know the parent, you have to get in touch with the kid to be able to get in touch with the parent. So my
As soon as I meet a kid, I think it's cold. I ask where your parent at. That's what I do. That's the first thing I ask. Where your mom at? Where your dad at?
yeah, my cutoff is 10 p.m. 8 a.m. I ain't hitting you between those hours.
Yeah, man. Cause man, talking to these girls, man, it can get real nasty, man. Like just like it's real sketchy when it comes to the girls, man.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I agree for
Yeah,
sure.
I don't want to talk to you without your mama. Me personally. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk to you right out. But then once I talk to you with your mama and we grow that relationship
Mm-hmm.
to where I'm like family, then I can talk. But I'm still not talking to you. I'm talking to you at a respectful time
That's
Yeah.
because
fact.
I got a daughter and I know, man. I promise you, ain't no these trainers know not to play with me. I'm gonna open you up like a cantaloupe playing with mine,
Cantaloupe. Fuck you mean,
man.
nigga?
Man, I'm gonna have you walk down. So you already know, like. because it's certain shit that I stand for, bro, and that's one. Don't play with my family, man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, and my girls, nah, man, that's a no go. I'm
Right.
going back to prison behind them. So,
Those
people not
facts.
playing about their kids, bro. I'm
Those are
telling
facts.
y'all that.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, those are
You know,
facts.
you texting my daughter at 1 in the morning, and
Yeah,
man, I
right.
know trainers. I
That's
know trainers
crazy.
that's doing that.
That's crazy.
Texting these girls at 1 in the morning, man.
Yeah, 1 in the morning ain't nothing good going in 1 in the morning.
Yeah, like what the
Man,
hell?
Yeah, ain't nothing
You
good.
out of
my
line.
mama
What
had a
the
saying, and I can't say it on here. What's going on at 1 and 2 in the morning?
Shit, I know what's going on in one.
fuck?
Hey, that's what, bro. Don't nothing good in life happen after 10 o'clock. Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't nothing happen good after 10 o'clock.
Man. Well, shit, I gotta go get this DoorDash, fellas. I'm starving.
Shit, I'm about to get out myself. Shit. All right, fellas.
See y'all later.